following program is intended for mature audiences.
Welcome.
For those of you guys scoring at home, I just spilled the drink. I just opened this fucking thing. And I just reached over. I went to grab the fidget spinner for my friend over here. And for those of you that don't know, there's a bike in front of my face right now.
Yeah.
Because the desk used to be on the opposite side of the room, right? It's not anymore. Long story. Doesn't matter right this second.
I'm a piece of shit.
The important thing is, what I was just about to say was, you said, well, you're staring down the barrel of a bike. And I was going to say, the worst part is, I can't even ride one. And it's staring right at me, taunting me, going, oh, we know you can't do it. You can't balance. Stupid.
I mean, you could ride a bike. It's
No,
just,
I can't.
It's just in the basket.
It has to be stationary.
You have to be in the basket. The little.
Yeah.
You're wearing a little bonnet.
Or on the pegs.
Get out. Welcome to episode 14 of Laughing at Birds. I am Doug, better known as Douglesby on YouTube. Over to the left of me is Kevin, better known as Jack of One Trade on YouTube.
I'm moving that over just a little bit because you can see the difference.
Yeah, man, I'm spiking, dog. Deal with it.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So yeah, we both have had a tremendous amount of things happen since the last episode.
What a fucking week it's been. The stories have been nonstop. I, for one, have had just too much shit happening at once. So Kevin's recollection is going to be better than mine. We'll edit that out. Holy crap with that cough.
Yeah. Well, that's the cool thing about using Audacity is that we have the ability to edit that kind of shit out.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
But yeah, dude, there's going to be a lot of stuff. There very well could be a future episode that's going to give you an inside the podcaster's edition of a fucking horrible situation that happened that is very relatable to everybody. Whether, it doesn't matter what side of the playground, or rather what side of the sandbox you play in, this could apply to you. And it sucks that that's even a possibility. I know they smell weird, right?
They really fucking do.
They do.
Why does it smell? It almost smells like dirty breath, on the top, and it's not mine. I checked right afterwards. I
think part of it is from where you buy it from.
Is that what it is?
I think it might be the vendors, because usually it smells. And for those of you at home, again, I know, I'm sorry, I'm gonna not say that anymore. Obviously, we're talking to you because you're not here. What I'm talking about is the can of Monster that we are drinking. Not the same one. We both have our own separate cans because boundaries.
He won't let me.
Yeah,
I'd really like to taste him.
But
he acts really fucking weird about it.
Yeah. I think it's the vendors. Some of them, you can get it smells like a dog's feet in certain places. I don't understand it. And, I mean, I cracked one of these open in a corner store and almost laid the cashier. What am I thinking about?
Hey.
Almost made the cashier sick.
Really?
I opened it and she was like, oh my God, whatever that is, get it out of here right now.
You gotta kick this habit, man. Once in a while is okay, but goddamn with the monsters, man.
I know.
Ooh,
it's brutal.
Shit, I don't know how the fuck you're not just a lightning bolt with a face.
Seriously? Well, I mean, with all the pills that I'm on, dude, she keeps me upright. We're gonna be honest. I'm on a lot of different heavy doses.
Yeah, he's on a special cocktail.
I'm on over 1,000 milligrams of muscle relaxers, plus over 30 milligrams of, exactly 30 milligrams of Percocet every day. So it's fucking serious, dude. And that doesn't even account for the antihistamines that I'm taking as well. And it's not even, the worst part is, it's not party time. It's not a good time. I don't feel anything from doing it. Like that high that you get if you break your arm right now, don't do it. I'm not encouraging you to do it. But if you were
do it.
If you were to hurt yourself somehow and you go to the hospital and by some miracle they happen to give you some form of an opioid, that feeling that you get when you first take it, very fleeting.
Yeah.
After the first week, maybe the first month, you don't feel that anymore. It's just like eating a vitamin.
Perfect Day by Velvet Underground stops playing in your head. You stop thinking that you're cool and heroin chic. You know, doesn't keep going for you. Oh fuck! I can tell I'm gonna be lame tonight.
It's all right.
Why is that happening though?
You're allowed to be lame.
I think I just had like a really productive fucking week and I'm sort of burnt.
Yeah.
I was talking about how I wanted to take a nap before we did this. Because, 34-year-old men at the peak of their health say that sort of thing. Physical specimens like myself feel like they need to take a nap.
You feel like you need to take a nap? I look like I need to take a nap.
Dude, you think like you need to take a nap. The character you embody needs to take a nap.
Yeah, I'm like an angry toddler 24 hours a day.
You really are. You're like a bear that's always getting awoken in the middle of its hibernation. And you're just like, this is bullshit. Not only am I going to bite you, but I'm going to eat something because I'm up now.
Yeah, it's fucking brutal.
Fuck it, might as well go try to find a trout. Ah, fuck, dude. Fuck. And it wasn't even your silence. It was, I considered what I was saying. First of all, bears eat salmon. Second of all, they don't show up during hibernation. Third of all, that was a shitty joke. Fuck. Oh, God, say something.
I'm giving up on you.
You don't fucking leave your friends in the cold.
Look, man, I mean, I wanted everybody at home to just feel that.
Good. You know what? This is going to be the episode then.
Yeah.
This is going to be the episode where Doug fails constantly and consistently.
Well, you know what though, dude? We can't be on all the fucking time.
Yeah, but I wanted to be on for this because this is like, I'm actually excited. Episode 14. 14 fucking episodes in. By the way, we have some shout outs we have to do. Let's get to the actual fucking job here.
Hold on, you're clipping like a motherfucker. Dude.
Well, I mean, you can't. My voice, it's going to be quiet like it was on.
No, man.
In the car. Yeah, because remember, second half, you actually had the microphone up to your face for the second half of 13. That's why it was coming out clear. When we do it like this, it's like, this is why you get that distance sound and why it gets quieter.
Oh, well, you can put it back.
What I mean? Well, I mean, I want us to be both clear the whole time.
Yeah, I don't want it to be clipping.
I mean, that's why you normalize, though.
Yeah, but I mean, it was fucking full red. All the time. That makes me nervous.
Test 1, 2. Yeah. All right. There's the yellow. Fuck it. All right.
Yeah, like yellow I'm okay with. The red scares me.
Well, yellow's fine.
This is these. Let me start out with. Hold on. Let me go. Gotta start with. I'm assuming how you would pronounce your last name is Bourne. Like Jason Bourne, I'm probably Bohrn.
Yeah, sure.
Right?
Yeah.
So we made a comment about my mom being autistic in one of the past episodes. Mm-hmm. And you commented back with, I have Asperger's, so while I agree with most of what you say, I have little to no way of giving a shit about what other people think or do. Things like music and Middle Eastern meditation keep me going. Do what works for you. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, do what works for you. Glad that you at least seem to be realistic about what you need to do. Good luck. Depression is a real bitch sometimes, and I feel like there is all kind of weird shit going on around the world these days. Now, is it me? Or is that a really fucking clever joke of him saying, hold on, where is it at? Because I don't want to fuck it up exactly. I have little to no way of giving a shit about what other people do or think. Was that an Asperger's joke?
I don't know.
Because if it was, I think that's brilliant.
But anyway, what I want to say to Bourne, okay, because I'll tell you right now, and I didn't even tell you this, Kevin, that comment touched me greatly. And the reason why I say that is because not only does it seem that Bourne, does he have a full name or is it just
Mike Bourne?
Mike Bourne. Not only does Mike Bourne seem to get what the fuck we're up to and didn't even at one point at all get offended by what we were doing, knowing that we were fucking horsing around, joking around, saying what we were saying. But then he goes on to tell us that he hopes we're doing okay with our depression. Mike, you're fucking awesome, and we are so glad that we get to call you a listener. Like you're exactly the kind of person we want watching the show or watching. See, so I talk any kind of shit about eating fucking shirt buttons. You can listen to the stuff I say, but fucking, you seem to get it, man. And like we really honestly, I speak for both of us when I say I love you. Like really, you're awesome, and we're glad you're here. And thank you so much for giving a shit about us, dude. We give a shit about you too, and to the whole Asperger's and autism community, man. We love you guys. Like some of the coolest people I know have Asperger's syndrome and are on the spectrum in some way or another.
Yeah, shout out to you and all your puzzle pieces.
Yeah,
I have a couple ribbons myself, so I'm with the community, you know what I'm saying?
Well, it's a different community.
Yeah, that's alright.
Yours is way worse.
Yeah.
It's like, ugh.
I got a lot more fucking initials and shit, it's a whole mess. I have my own... Ugh. Well, that I don't know what that was gonna be, but it was gonna be a bomb of some sort.
Kevin held his hand out once because he thought it was gonna start raining, and somebody put change in it. That's how fucked up he is. So like, it's a whole different level, man.
I was gonna say I have my own LGBTQR, whatever fucking it's called, community with my own initials, and then try to work in CP and MS in there somewhere. And I knew when it was coming out of my face, it was gonna be bad.
Yeah.
There's no gay community, transgender community, people. You have too many initials in your community, which makes it difficult for me to be able to rip and try to make something clever about being handicapped. Help me out, man.
It's LGBTQ+.
That's hard.
I know.
That's a lot.
I'm actually pretty impressed I just did it.
Me too.
I feel like I just remembered all of TCBY's flavors.
Seriously? Oh my god, dude. Are they still around?
Yeah, TCBY.
Fucking, that's the jam.
They started... Oh, good. You know what? Cool.
Because
there are people out there that'll be like, Egypt back in the 13th century. I'm like, all of the flavors of TCBY are as follows, because I'm a fat piece of shit.
You didn't even say Baskin Robbins. You said TCBY.
Oh, wait, am I wrong? Is
No.
Oh, maybe it is Baskin.
No, TCBY is a more local thing, I think, for us than, say, Baskin Robbins.
It is Baskin Robbins, isn't it?
No, TCBY is a real place. Either that, we're both having that Mandela effect memory where we both remember something that never existed.
Which one is the one that they're like 31 flavors?
31 flavors is Baskin Robbins.
Okay, I was thinking of Baskin Robbins then. Yeah, alright, I don't know where the fuck a TCBY is. Never mind.
Dude, you have your phone on you? You gotta look that shit up.
Yeah, wait. Fucking, let's see this. Let's see.
Because that's amazing that you just pulled that out of your ass.
Out of your ass. Let me see. TCBY. Near me.
Yeah. Go on. How
We're
close?
at 37 West in Tom's River.
Sweet.
I told you. Oh no, it's a Yo Factor now.
Oh shit.
Dude, I'm suing.
What the fuck does that mean?
I don't know. It's a fucking frozen
Is
yogurt
it different?
place now.
Wait, TCBY was frozen yogurt.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty sure it always was.
Well, now it's the Yo Factor.
Well, fuck the Yo Factor. I
No,
like
fuck that. Yo
TCBY
Factor's
better.
awesome. Yo, this is going to be our last episode.
Yep.
I can tell.
Yep.
Fucking Ketchup Ranch. I'll fight you. They're coming out with...
All right, look.
No, we can't do this.
No, yes we can. Yes, we fucking... I need your help. People, I need your help. Anybody who is sane, help me. This motherfucker seems to think it's a good idea.
Oh! Let's look at who suddenly gets loud. Let's look at who suddenly gets loud. First of all, stop acting like you're tough. I've already had to push you down 3 fucking times with this shit. I don't want to hear it. No, I'm getting in. Boom, I'm getting in. Oh, where'd Kevin go? I don't know. Fucking Ketchup Ranch. They're making a hybrid.
You're gross.
They're making... Fuck you. They're making a
Gross.
hybrid Ketchup Ranch sauce. It's the only thing
No.
I've ever wanted other than a stable career and a family.
Because you're disgusting.
No, I'm not. Yes,
you
I
are.
am, but not
Yes,
for
you
that
are.
reason.
Yes, dude. Mustard and ranch don't go together.
Ew, no, they don't. I agree.
What are you saying?
I'm saying ketchup and ranch go together.
That doesn't work either.
Certainly does. Looks like infected pus. Tastes like heaven.
Oh, Jesus. Look, dude. Look. certain things are meant to be kept apart. Now, am I saying that I don't like, on occasion, a little bit of corn in my mashed potatoes? Sometimes, if I want to get crazy. But do I want corn to come in my mashed potatoes?
You just made Vanilla Dan look like a rebel with that comment. If I want to get crazy, I'll put some corn in my mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
And occasionally, I'll throw on a jazz record to shake it up.
Well, I mean, dude, look, I am a fucking... It's all 1950s in here. All of my food is segregated.
It's chicken.
That's it.
He eats chicken.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it. So your foods don't... No. Your ranch, whatever the fuck else, dipping sauce.
This is coming... Okay. Again, going back to what you just said. This is coming from a person that in order to get them to eat a side with their chicken, it's like having to wrap a pill in cheese to get a dog to take it. Like, you outwardly reject almost every food stuff on the planet.
That's why I'm still here. Look, people
You're
are out,
so full of shit.
People are out there getting Ebola right now, and I'm gonna be perfectly fine because unless the swine flu comes back, that's the wrong thing. Unless the bird flu comes back, I'm gonna be perfectly okay.
You are playing Salmonella Russian roulette with a full gun.
Goddamn
every
right.
time. All you eat is chicken. You're literally begging for food poisoning in the next 3 to 6 months.
You better stop it. You just put the juju on me, and I don't like it.
I didn't do nothing.
I don't like it.
You're the one fucking eating unprocessed chicken nuggets every day.
Fuck you, unprocessed chicken nuggets. I make chicken
McNuggets.
cutlets.
Yeah,
I don't eat McDonald's. I don't buy fucking dinosaur nuggets anymore. What do you think I am, 20? The fuck out of here.
My ex-roommate, he used to like legitimately, it was a treat to him.
No, those are gross.
To make dino nuggies. Yeah.
You know what those are like?
What?
Ketchup and ranch.
You are on such thin ice in this friendship right now. Like, you guys can't see it. You're probably like, they're being sticky. I have no smile on my face.
No, he legitimately, he hates it.
This is bullshit.
I don't care.
It is. Have you ever mixed the two?
No.
I knew you were gonna say no. I knew it. It's always people like you. Have fucking idea. No frame of reference.
I don't eat ranch and I don't eat ketchup. So the idea of...
You don't eat ketchup?
No. Why?
Who the fuck eats ketchup here? Because
Jen eats ketchup.
That's it?
That's it. The only time... Look, I like tomato
You don't
sauce.
even know what good food is. You're proving it.
Here's my point.
I eat pineapple on pizza, though. That shit's fucked up.
You're fucking... Yes.
That shit's fucked up.
Yes.
I'll say it.
She does that, too.
I love it.
But you know what? I don't like either of those things, so...
I'm surprised you don't like ketchup.
Why would... It's not that I don't like it. I just don't want to put it on shit. I don't feel like it's necessary. You know what I mean? If I'm going to eat... If the french fries are good, I should just be able to eat them by themselves. A little bit of salt, a little pepper, and that's it.
So you're... Okay. You are making an argument that no other sane individual in this country would make, which is that fries are better without ketchup.
Yeah.
Okay. Why don't you take your ass to the Netherlands and just leave us alone?
What's up? What's up, everybody? You know why? Because they won't have me. Because they probably don't eat chicken.
They do. Yes, they do. They eat chicken. They put mayonnaise on their french fries.
Fuck that. Nope. Nope. Mayo goes on the burger, not the french fries. Get it together.
Now, you're... Okay. Now, I want to say that you... You just said something that a lot of other people would be against, which is putting mayo on a burger, which, by the way, I also agree with. I think mayo on a burger is the shit. I think it's supposed to be there. A lot of people say, fuck that, that's gross.
Now, look, I wasn't always into the mayo on the burger. Somebody made me one at a place, fucked up, put mayo on it, and I didn't realize until after I started eating it that the mayo was on there already, and I was like, oh, well, I mean, it's not bad.
Yeah.
So
that's pretty neat.
Here we are.
Yeah.
I mean...
So that mixed mayo and ketchup, though. Yeah.
No.
It's delicious.
No, you don't understand. It's just, there is no ketchup involved. It's just mayo.
You don't put any ketchup on your burger?
Mayo.
When do you put ketchup on things?
Cheese, burger.
What do you put ketchup on if you put ketchup on anything?
If there's a little bit of ketchup on the burger, by itself, no mayo, maybe. Depends.
So you're saying you won't mix?
No.
Honestly, you are It's like hearing about one of these divas that has to have the M&M's color coordinated.
Green ones, yeah.
You were the shittiest dinner guest. I will never ever cook dinner for you.
Good. I don't want to eat whatever you're making.
Fuck you. You loved my loved my pork cutlets.
You know why I don't want to eat whatever you're making? Because I know
I'll sneak some delicious shit in there and you'll never fucking know it.
No, it's because I know that I'm particular and I like a certain set of things and that's it. So I don't expect anybody to go crazy for me.
You were gonna diversify your palate.
Fuck that.
What's happening?
Fuck that. Dude, why can't I just be 33 and enjoy chicken? Why? Why do you want to hurt me? I don't know why you want to hurt me.
I don't want to hurt you. I want to broaden your horizons.
You want to
not with ketchup ranch. Okay, you get a pass from that.
Yeah, like, dude. I mean, you're asking me.
Yeah, no, that's going from.
You're asking me to get off an escalator and onto go bungee jump.
That's going from a fucking. You're going from a Red Bull to heroin.
Yeah,
exactly.
No,
I'm not trying to do that to you.
Yeah, it's fucked up. Anyway.
Yeah. Also, what a great joke. Let me just retroactively say what a great joke about it's like the 1950s in here. My food is segregated. Not like we won't have to cut that part out.
You shouldn't have to.
Jesus
Christ.
Christ.
A fucking food joke. Racism exists in America. If you can't handle that, go fuck yourself.
If he finds ketchup and ranch on his burger, he's going to hose it down on the sidewalk.
I'm not saying I'm going to hose it. I'm not going to unleash... I'm not going to go in the condiment section and release the German Shepherds to separate the ranch and the ketchup. If you want to mix that shit, that's your business. That's just not what I'm about. You can take pictures with them. You can do whatever you want.
He's going to show up on Italian Ice's front lawn and burn popsicle sticks in the shape of a T. Fucking... Let's keep it going. Fuck it.
Look, dude. I mean, come on, really? It was supposed to be a joke. Sandra Morris, hi.
Who the hell's Sandra Morris?
This is the other person who left a beautiful
Holy
comment.
shit, we still haven't done this.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
Ketchup ranch, this is your fault.
No, it's your fault. Assimilate, goddammit.
A lot of hostility in this room right now.
A lot of hostility there, ladies and gentlemen.
Alright, so she said...
You're great, Sandra.
Listen to you and wanted to comment on some really good points you said throughout. But this comment would be pages long because I love to ramble. So, I've condensed it down to this. Your podcasts remind me of a really good indie band. Originality that won't conform to the mainstream. Integrity, honesty, and gritty. Many layers of wonderful sound, some taking you... That's not a...
Look, dude, we're gritty. I want to say that had nothing to do with the comment you're reading. If I held that in, it was going to poison my insides. So.
Dude, just as I fucking said, what did she say? Well,
I think the word was witty.
No, wonderful sounds, and then you belt that out of your fucking face. Jesus Christ. How are we supposed to retain anybody? I don't know. Anyway, many wonderful sounds. Some taking you by surprise.
I'm just keeping Sandra on her toes.
Because they didn't go the way you expected them to.
Oh, wow. This comment has taken a whole different form.
And it gives you something new.
Yeah.
Does this make sense? I think you
just
made it make sense.
It does now.
Love indie music. Love your podcast. Thank you, sweetie. Your live stream is blocked here in the UK for some reason. I'm not, and this blew me away as a person.
Yeah.
I'm not being rude and ignoring your live streams. Plus, the time difference might make it difficult. We'll miss your reactions, but as you say, it's not the road you want to go down, and I respect that. Dude, I'm not being rude and ignoring your live streams. The fact that you know I even exist is amazing.
Yep. That is, honestly, that's proof that there is a perfect person on the internet somewhere. Thank you very much, Sandra. You're awesome and maybe hot.
Yeah. Now, moving on to our last
the star of the fucking show, man.
Yeah.
Star of the show.
You fucking monster. I had nothing.
I mean, but in a good way.
You with the butt chin. That's what his circle thing.
Wait, let me say. Yeah, true that.
Okay, so Demos said, had to listen to this a couple of times. It's an interesting perspective from a content creator standpoint. It's unfortunate, but you already said you were going to give up reactions anyway, so no big deal. But it is a bit weird not seeing you push content throughout the week. It's like when they removed Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood from PBS.
Demos, we want you to know that made Kevin and I, first of all, smile our fucking faces off. You are such an amazing person. And really, you have to know that, like, when it comes to us making the stuff that we make, we often have you at the front of our minds. Like, you have just been a consummate fucking just friend of ours during this entire process of us becoming content creators, and we love you and thank you so much, dude.
Seriously. I mean, again, he's one of the reasons why we're even here right now.
Absolutely.
Doing this.
Yep.
I mean, dude, the fact that you could compare anything that I do to the likes of Mr. Rogers is fucking amazing.
Shit's fucking cool, man.
That man actually made a difference in people's lives. I make fart jokes. You know what I mean? But I mean, I get it. Yeah. I get it. I understand it completely, dude. There's a Mr. Rogers for everybody.
Yeah.
And now, you know what you forced me to do? At some point, I'm going to figure out a way. I'm going to put on an extra jacket. I'm going to walk through my house. I'm going to take the jacket off. I'm going to sit down. I'm going to change my shoes.
Yeah.
And I'm going to welcome you to the neighborhood.
Yeah, Kevin actually brought up today, he said that, like, there's a chance that at least on a weekly basis he'll be putting out a video just to kind of, like, shoot the shit with you guys and sort of, like, do a little fun thing here and there. Like, but the fact that you guys are being so understanding about moving out of reactions and going into this full time because this is what he loves. I mean, it's really heartwarming. And we can't thank you guys enough. On behalf of me too, I'm a co-host of the show, and like I love doing this, and it really feeds my soul to do it. So thank you guys from the bottom of our hearts. We have another month coming up. We just got our SoundCloud. What is it? The SoundCloud Plus.
Yeah,
we just had that renewed because somebody out there donated to us, which was so kind. We're hoping we're going to be able to do it again next month. We're really hoping. I'm going to try to pull out all the stops, see if I can scrounge up another $16 so that we can get it. Believe it or not, money is that tight right now. I personally am homeless.
Sincerely, the guy on the couch.
So, like, it's tough, but, like, if we can get that money together, it keeps our database alive on SoundCloud. It allows us to keep pushing to iTunes and Spotify and everything. We want to keep making episodes. We're watching the audience grow, and I don't think I've ever had such a good time doing anything. Truly.
Seriously. And, the fact that the subscriber number is growing.
Yeah.
And I have not put I looked before we put out the last episode of the podcast, the Manic episode number 13.
Yeah. There
was not a video on my channel for a fucking week.
And we're seeing growth on the channel.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm going to be honest with you, it felt a lot longer than that because I literally spent every second of the fucking day in this room.
I know.
Coming up with ways to make content. And
well, at one point you were putting out, and I'm not exaggerating here, I want to say 30 to 35 videos a week.
Yeah, 4 a day. Yeah. I started out doing 4 a day because I thought that's what you were just supposed to do. Because I thought to myself, like, I like to watch YouTube. It would be cool if I could put out something that there's something for everybody. Yeah. But then eventually it just got to, like, even people were like, bro, we can't keep up with what you're doing. Like, you might want to slow the fuck down a little bit. So it dropped to 3 a day to 2, and then eventually I just stopped doing it because I lost your
boner for it. Yeah, and that shit happens, man. Especially like
this is more fun,
and this is more honest.
Yeah,
like and it's not that reacting is dishonest per se. It's just that like.
You can't be who you are because somebody's going to have a fucking problem with it.
Well, really, you're stuck on one topic. You're stuck on the topic of the song. We get to talk about everything, and literally as it comes into our minds, we can talk about it. Now, normally we do have some topics picked out. We're not going to lie to you. On this episode, this is going to be just a fucking willy-nilly sort of thing. We don't have any set topics right now.
I got to go grab the notebook because I thought I wrote something down. Earlier, and I don't know what it was, but I guess your stomach wants to contribute something.
No, I mean, I just wanted to let everybody know when I get excited about stuff, I vomit.
Oh, don't do that.
Yeah,
don't do that at all. I will.
Dude, can I tell you guys something for real?
I will run out of this fucking house so fast.
I don't know if you know it, but like, if you say the word vomit 3 times in a mirror, Kevin will start gagging somewhere.
Oh Jesus, bro! I'm hot, right? I swear to God. I swear to God.
Off the word.
I can feel my guinea teeth sticking to my back, dude.
Off the word.
Bro.
That's all it takes.
I don't know what it is.
You gotta say though, I've always been kind about that shit. Like,
yeah,
I sometimes I do. I have slip ups sometimes because it doesn't bother most people the way it bothers you. But like, the mere mention of that thing can fuck him up.
I don't know where.
I'd love to know where that comes from.
I don't know where it started.
Yeah,
I think I remember there being a moment in my childhood where the shift changed. I just don't remember what it is. Probably because I blocked it out.
Where the shift changed, you said?
Yeah, like where it didn't bother me.
And where something shifted. That's what you said. Okay.
And then it did. I don't know what the fuck it was. I mean, I'm just damaged.
Believe it or not, I am the same way with moths.
Really?
When I was a little kid, when I was about 5 years old, I remember that there was, and I'm not bullshit when I say this.
So you get as fucked up as I get.
There was a legitimate epidemic of moths in where I was. I lived in Whiting at the time.
Yeah.
And I remember I would go outside. We had a big fucking pine tree in our yard. I would slap the pine tree, and literally tens of thousands of moths would fly off, and they'd land on me. And stuff. Oh no, I loved it when I was a little kid. I loved it
to land on you.
I loved playing with them. I loved holding them. I was never cruel either. I never fucking did any. I never hurt them or anything.
I don't mind looking at them. I just wouldn't want. I don't want anything landing on me.
I am very blessed to be able to say I remember when a change fucking happened. When the change happened. I was living in Lakehurst at the time. I went to sleep, as you do, and I had a dream where I woke up and my the walls and the ceiling and the floor were completely covered in a bunch of different sizes, colors, and shapes of moth. And some of them even had wings that were filled with blood that was like sloshing around when they would beat their wings.
Ugh.
And I sat there. They all stayed exactly where they were. But the moment I went, they all swarmed me at once, and I woke up, and from that point forward, I have been deathly afraid of moths. I'm not even fucking kidding. I can't look at pictures of them online.
We gotta stick together. Those things are everywhere.
That's fucking crazy. So, hold on.
Fuck, let's do phobias.
Yeah. Because I was gonna
topic.
Say, yeah, if you had
topic.
That sounds like it was anxiety induced to me a little bit.
Had to be. Yeah. Well, no, it definitely was.
Do you think that was the start of your anxiety though? Do you think?
No.
Or was it there before that?
No, because my anxiety definitely started after I got in my car accident.
Oh, okay. Because I would think that would be the smallest manifestation of it.
No, that was strictly my fear of moths.
That's so crazy.
Yeah. Don't get it twisted either. Like, everybody that has like an extreme phobia like that, logically they know it's ridiculous. Like,
not me. Not the thing you just mentioned before. That's not ridiculous to me. It makes 100%.
Really?
100% makes sense because it's a disgusting action, and in my world, nobody in their right mind would want that to happen to them. It's a horrible experience.
Well, I don't think anybody wants to puke.
I think there are people that enjoy it. They enjoy it.
Are you talking about like that fetish shit that some people? Because I don't think that counts. I don't think that
that's a sickness, right?
Yeah, it's not like 1 out of 10 people are like, dude, I gotta watch a chick puke tonight, otherwise I'm not gonna be able to get hard.
Yeah. Oh,
you know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
God, dude, I'd rather shoot my fucking brains out. We're gonna be completely honest. Yeah. I think I'd rather hang myself.
What would it? Okay,
with a shoestring.
Here's a fun one. How much money would it take to have a chick?
Nope. Keep it all. I don't care how much it is.
Really?
I don't care how much it is, dude. Keep it all. Every cent of it.
To feel sick for like 5 minutes.
I'll burn it in front of you. I don't want it. I'm not even... And some of you guys are like, bro, but there's millions on the table. Where's the matches?
What if it was to save me?
Sorry, buddy. Sorry, buddy. I love you and everything, but I mean, you know, if a Viking came into my living room right now and said, I'm going to cut her head off, or somebody's got to puke on you, bye.
Oh my
I
God.
can't. I can't do it. Now,
Holy
I
shit.
put myself in the situation of, well,
I'd put myself in a moth chamber for you.
what if one of the kids is getting sick and you have to...
I am so much more important than those fucking kids.
Well, no, I'm saying in an extreme moment, if they're getting sick and they're choking on it and you have to try to save them somehow, could
That's
you
not
do
what.
it?
Yeah, no, I'm not talking about. I'm talking about.
I know. I mean, I've literally had that thought. Like, could I put myself through it?
Okay.
I don't. It would be a. This is terrible, and we're gonna say this out loud. It would have to be a moment decision.
What if you had your fingers in your ears and something blocking your eyes and nose plugs?
If I can't,
Like,
if
if you
I
had-
if I 100% can't hear it,
Yeah.
can't see it, can't smell it, then I think I'm okay.
Okay.
As long as when I open my eyes, it's gone and there's no noises happening. I want to see nothing.
Dude,
I can't.
I'm
I-
watching
I
you
can't.
get so fucked up.
Bro, I'm anxious right now. I'm not even fucking.
I'd love to know the origin of this, because let me
terrible.
tell you how opposite I am. I think the sound of puking is one of the funniest sounds on the goddamn planet.
I wish it was.
Oh my God.
I wish it was, because dude, some people get like that with farts
Yeah,
or,
no,
or pooping. You know, like when they have to poop, they're like, "Oh my God, I have to do this again," and they have a
You
meltdown.
know people like that?
No, I don't. But I'm saying I know there's
There
money
has
on
to
the
be.
table. There has to be
Yeah, there has
somebody
to be
out there,
somebody, yeah.
which I'm sure you can give them a medication that will fix that.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Yeah.
I don't think my thing is weird enough.
Dude, I've literally gotten annoyed when I'm watching something with you because you'll start muting shit.
Yeah, I'll mute it. Fuck yeah.
And I'm like,
I don't go. You wanna know how sick I am? I don't go to the fucking movies anymore, dude. Because if I don't, I have to know that the thing is 100% safe, or I won't watch it.
I remember when you came over to Tammy's house.
Oh God.
And I don't remember what we were watching. I want to say it was Breaking Bad.
Nope. It was
What? It wasn't?
no Narcos.
No.
You sure?
Was it Narcos?
It might have been Breaking Bad. Anyway, go
I
ahead.
don't remember
It was
anybody,
one of the two.
I don't remember people puking in Narcos though.
Yeah, when the wife is pregnant in the beginning. There's no real spoilers there.
Oh.
Where she runs in the bathroom and she's getting sick and she tells him that she's pregnant.
I didn't remember that part. What I remembered, okay, whatever the scene might be, and Kevin and I had been friends at this point for like 11, 12 years. I had no fucking idea this was a thing. I don't think it always was while we were friends.
No, I never, why would I bring it up?
Well, but this is what I'm saying too, is that I don't think it was always a thing while we were friends. I feel like it must have hit somewhere in the midway point or something.
I remember even back in like the fucking 5th grade before I moved to Ocean Gate, there was a kid that, wound up puking in my house and I had a fucking breakdown over it.
Really?
Everybody made fun of me for it.
Oh, so that was before you and I knew each other then.
Yeah.
Okay, so no, maybe
I was
it's
a
been a
little
thing for
kid.
while.
But I mean, dude,
Okay,
I don't...
Well, okay, so
Yeah.
the scene, we're watching whatever fucking show. We're sitting there, we're bullshitting, we're watching attentively and things like this. Out of nowhere, this puke scene happens. Kevin starts fluttering his hands around in the air and literally starts running out of my house. Like he shuffles his little feet like all the way across the living room rug, goes through the kitchen, and he's just going nope the whole way. And
Like a child.
I am literally shitting myself laughing.
Dude, I'm like a child. I'm like a child.
I couldn't handle it even a tiny bit. I was like, Kevin, honest to God, what the fuck was that? What is that? Dude, I can't handle it. I'm like, can't handle what? The puke and stuff, man. Can't do the puke stuff. Can't do it.
Nope.
And I'm like, what
Not
do
even a
you
little
mean? I'm like, there's puke shit in almost everything.
Oh, well.
I'm like, there's like a scene in almost every high drama show where somebody barfs.
Look, dude, I will never... Alright, little insider baseball. I don't know why I just started saying that,
Yeah,
but for
you
some
really did.
reason that's a thing now that I'm doing.
Yeah.
Apparently. Doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
But, look, when I first met Jen, she was fucking pregnant, and there's a whole story that goes behind that. The point is, she had fucking morning sickness around that time, dude, and there was enough of a warning where I was able to leave. Like when she even gets sick now, she tells me like, dude, put your head. I am literally, I'm Sam, dude. In I Am Sam. Does he use headphones? I don't know. Pick a movie. Where Rain Man, whatever. I'm that guy.
Yeah.
She has to tell me like, dude, put your headphones on or go downstairs. I gotta go throw up.
There's no okay. So I'm gonna say it like this. I'm gonna say it like this on the thing with moths. If for some reason, if I really got the gall up and I needed to do an exposure thing, I could probably let a moth land on my. On the back of my hand. I could probably let a moth sit on the back of my hand. Mm-hmm. However, it would have to be a normal size moth, which is to say like the kind of moth... Yeah, like the moths that you normally see around here.
Yeah.
I can't do the fat winged ones.
Yeah.
I literally, like, legitimately, I will sooner rip my fucking arm off before I feel that on me.
Yeah.
Now... Could you say the same? Could you say the same that there is a way that you could handle either a puke scene or the act of puking near you? What would the caveat have to be?
Only out of a baby before it has any smell to it.
Is it the smell or the sound that kills you?
All of it. The whole package. The whole deal.
And babies don't make sounds and they don't smell.
Right.
Holy shit.
Once it starts to stink, dude, like, don't get me wrong, it's still fucking disgusting.
It's foul, but it's not nearly as fucking bad. I understand what you're saying. I get it.
I would rather get shit. I would rather somebody shit on my chest than puke near me. As wild as that sounds.
You know, I'm already thinking about, like, God forbid I'm ever fucking sick, like, and I'm here or something.
Oh, horrible. I have to leave. I don't know where I'm going, but I have to go. I can't be here. If you don't think I've thought about that 1,000 times already, you're out of your fucking mind. What do you think I was thinking about when I was laying in bed last night trying to go to sleep? What happens if he gets food poisoning? What are you going to do? Every time I hear anything in this room back here, some kind of movement, like if he has to run into the bathroom and puke right now, he said he's loud as fuck. I don't know where I'm going to go. I'm going to be standing in the parking lot.
Stuck in your head when I said that.
Yeah, dude, the cops are going to come and be like, hey, we're getting calls that a creepy guy's hanging out in the parking lot. I'd be like, dude, my buddy's puking upstairs. I don't know what you want me to do. This is what's happening now.
So you have to go back upstairs, tase me.
Yeah, tase me, bro. Take me to jail. I don't care. Bro, when I went to... I don't want to keep talking about it because I won't be able to listen to it later, but suffice it to say, when I got arrested and put into jail for the terroristic threats thing, they locked me away with a crackhead and a dopehead that were both withdrawing. Worst fucking week of my life, dude.
Did it make you fucking...
Every second that they weren't in the toilet, I was.
Really?
Every second, dude.
Oh my god.
Worse.
So you're one of the ones that, like, if you hear puking for more than like 3 seconds, you're puking. They're just bar none, it's happening.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Dude,
that's really bad.
It is bad. It's, dude, and it's horrifying.
That's crippling. Like,
I cry. I cry like a baby bitch, dude, when I have to get sick, dude. It is the fucking... I would rather break my legs and arms at the same time. I really would. I'm not even exaggerating. Break them. Give me the hammer. I'll do it myself. I really would. I mean, and we're going down... Dude, the level of anxiety that I feel right now is disgusting.
Yeah, but you know what? This is real shit. Because we have never... This in itself is sort of an exposure therapy. By the way, that's not working at all.
No.
It's not doing anything to...
Dude, I'd rather throw myself out of this fucking window. The sick part is I'd be like, well, at least when I hit the ground, I won't hear it anymore. Splat. That's it. It's over. No more worry for me. If we're gonna go down this dark and apparently damp and disgusting road, fucking dolls. I'll say it. I'll put it out there. Okay.
What kind?
When I was a kid, Child's Play was really big.
Yes.
And I thought I was going to be slick, be a child, and attempt to watch Child's Play. Now, I remember the scene. I don't know out of which movie it was. Chucky has a golf club, and he's beating somebody, I think, in a living room with it.
Yeah.
I remember being a child going, I'm going to watch this shit now. I watched this doll kill this person with a golf club. Now I'm petrified of dolls. Still. My stepmother knows this at the time. So, you know what she decides would be a good idea? I have a great idea. You know what would be fucking hilarious? Let me go to the store and buy a cricket doll. For those of you guys that are young and not old as fuck like I am, cricket came after Teddy Ruxpin. It was a female doll. She had, well, I still remember this bitch.
I don't remember this.
She wore a green onesie. This is how deep this is in my mind. She wore a green onesie that zipped up in the back, and she had platinum blonde hair that came out in pigtails. And she had a tape in her back like Teddy Ruxpin had, where if you play the tape, she would say shit.
Oh, yeah. Holy fucking shit.
See that, dude? Real talk. How fucking creepy is that?
You know, that's terrifying.
Right?
So, I mean, you can't look at that and not feel weird.
So check this out. They think that they're funny. So they thought it would be cool. I'm sitting in the bedroom, minding my business, and
trying to be a kid.
Yeah. So they go, you know, it'd be cool, dude. Let's throw the doll in the room with Junior and watch him freak out. They throw the doll in there. I hear it hit the floor. I run straight for the door. I want you to keep in mind there's a grown adult on the other end of this door holding it closed. I am a child. I ripped this motherfucker open where I'm seeing the person on the other side of the door struggle to keep it closed.
Oh my God.
Retard strength. Don't fuck with me, bro. I'll rip this door off the goddamn hinges. You're gonna break my fucking door. Well, don't throw the fucking doll in the room then. What's the matter with you?
There's not a safe rabbit within 50 miles.
Dude, and yeah, no.
50-mile radius of dead bunnies. Dead bunnies and screaming moms.
That joke works on 2 counts. Mice and men, and not cruel intention.
And just a bunch of cops saying, oh, what do we do? Like, what do we do? We can't take this kid down.
Fatal Attraction. That's the other one it works for.
Because the bunny in the pot.
Yeah.
Oh my God, no.
But so, dude, not only do they do that,
yeah,
but then they also go, all right, you know what, we fucked them up with that. We'll give it a couple days. You know, it would be even funnier than that. Well, wait till he falls asleep. And we'll put the doll on his chest in the middle of the night. Wow. So that when he wakes up, that's the first thing he's going to see when he opens his eyes. Bro, I hit that fucking thing so hard. I think I had to have broken it. There's no way I didn't. They heard it. I knew they knew what they were doing because as soon as they heard that doll hit the floor, they all fell out, dude. They couldn't control themselves. They thought it was the most hilarious thing they'd ever seen in their life.
Well, they're setting you up with a lifelong fucking fear.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
The damage that is done to me. Now, don't get me wrong. It's unlike the first thing. I can walk into a room of porcelain dolls and shit and be uncomfortable.
But not like...
It's not going to be like, oh, I better run out of here.
Yeah, it's not going to send you packing.
No,
right
but
yeah.
If I have a choice to not be like, I'm not going to, if you put my bed in the middle of a room and surround me by porcelain dolls, I'm not going to promise you I won't find a baseball bat and break every one of them before I go to sleep. But, I mean, there's that.
Yeah, holy shit, man.
I mean, what else do you have going on?
I don't know. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of... So I already said moths, so this is kind of a cop-out, but like anything that flutters kind of fucks me up. So even butterflies, like I can't really handle them anymore because of the moth thing.
Yeah.
Spiders used to really get to me, but they don't anymore. And I think it's because I saw all this like shit online about like how they're actually extremely helpful for other pests in your house. So like I actually kind of like spiders now. I don't want a fucking tarantula on me. Like I'll shit my pants.
I mean, I can keep going, dude.
But
I got a bunch.
Well, I'm trying to think of. Actually, for the longest time, and there's still remnants of this. I'm not totally clear of this.
Yeah.
But when I was a kid, even when I was a teenager, even when I was a young adult, one of the ones that I had for sure, you're not gonna. This is gonna make no sense to you. Balloons.
Really?
I used to be scared of balloons, and I also remember that instance as well.
Now, why?
So when I was in, I want to say it was kindergarten. It was either kindergarten or it was preschool. No, it was preschool. It was definitely preschool, which I can remember that shit. Like 4 years old.
That's crazy.
They were doing like a little. The teachers were doing like a little obstacle course for the kids in the room, and there, you had to like jump on, have your feet go in and out of hula hoops and fucking jump over blocks and things like this. And at the end of it, you had to sit on a balloon and pop it.
Ah, that makes sense.
Well, so I watched my classmates do this, and I had never heard a popping balloon before then.
It's
so the very
terrifying.
first one that happened, it was this loud fucking snap. It startled me, and I started crying my eyes out, and I literally had to be taken out of the room.
Right.
Ever since that point, I get really fucking nervous. Even to this day, I still, I'm not like I was when I was like, even like, let's say 19, 20 years old, where I literally, like, I couldn't see a filled balloon around me for fear it would pop.
Okay, so we go to Seaside Boardwalk, and they have the game with the little balloons on the wall.
Oh, yeah,
and you
no, I
can
can't
throw
play
darts at
it. Yeah, no, I can't play it.
Okay.
I can't play it. It's too much, because that noise, it startles me at the same level that it startled me back then, because my first introduction to it was just way too much for me. It was too loud.
So now, when you're walking down the boardwalk, do you, in anticipation, knowing where that game is, do you
I
have to
feel
just run
uncomfortable.
past it?
I feel uncomfortable every time I hear a pop. No, it's background noise to me at this point for sure.
Yeah.
But like when I hear it, there's always a part of me that's just like, ugh. I
Yeah.
get like that feeling. But like up until I was around probably 19, 20 years old, even the thought of a fucking popping balloon would freak me out.
Oh, you have any fears? Like, I know phobias and fears seem kind of similar, but
The ocean at night. I'm not that's another one where the thought of potentially going in. Meanwhile, I know that people do that kind of often. Like I
understand. I wouldn't do it.
That's a legitimate fear. That to me, that's a legitimate
Because
one.
you can get eaten by a shark. We're on the East Coast. We are on the shoreline. There's a very good chance that a shark could be hanging out and one of us could get taken.
Yes.
Completely reasonable.
The other thing is actually another one with the ocean.
Undertow.
No, actually, I was never scared of that. I used to love getting swept into it, believe it or not. I'm a sicko.
Fuck that.
I used to let myself. I'd literally lay and I'd let the current take me out when I was a kid.
Ugh.
But now I can't really go in the ocean anymore. And the reason why is because I don't like feeling things on my feet and I don't know what they are.
Dude, that is creepy.
Yeah.
That is creepy. When you step on a crab and
got me
you know
once.
it's a crab.
Crab got me once. And
Oh my god.
That's what
fuck
did it.
that.
That's what did me in. That was a sign, sealed, and delivered. No more stepping in the ocean.
I mean, I'd rather just go in the pool, dude.
Yep. Same
So
with me.
I know exactly what's gonna happen. I
Yep.
see everything that's going on.
I'm not gonna lie to you. My skin got prickly when I talked about walking barefoot into the ocean just now.
Oh
Like
shit.
I literally can't even handle the thought of it. Meanwhile, when I'm a kid, I'm fucking running in and out of the water like it's jack shit, like it's nothing.
Yeah.
You know what? And I'm gonna try. We're gonna go back to phobias because that's actually fucking interesting. But this is the other reason why I hate getting older. You become so fucking risk averse, and that shit sucks. When you start becoming risk averse with everything, where you're just like, oh no, it's too much. Like, what if I die? What if I get injured and shit like that? You start fucking limiting yourself a lot more when you get older, which makes no goddamn sense. You should be more risk averse when you're younger and less risk averse when you're older because you've already made it to 34.
Well, here's what doesn't make sense, right? I'm afraid of a lot of things, but I do things that are dangerous, way more dangerous than probably some of the things that I'm afraid of are.
I don't think I do anymore. I
Like-
think I'm kind of a pussy now, like with stuff.
Give you an example. Well, I don't want to put thoughts in your head, so I'll just run with my
Yeah,
thing and
go,
we'll work
go.
from there. But I'm definitely afraid of heights.
See, I'm not.
I don't know why.
Yeah.
I can, again, my stepmother, because you're a star. Fucking, there was a ride in Six Flags Great Adventure, parachutes.
Mm-hmm.
Told this motherfucker I don't like heights. Oh, you don't? You're getting on that. Forcing you to go, you're doing it.
See that shit? To me, that's fucking. That's cruelty. Like really, that's just fucking. That's shit. That's child cruelty.
And I'll go back to that.
If
heights I don't like, and you know what's fucked up about that is I'm probably safer up high than I am. I have to walk places. I don't have a car. I don't have a license, right?
Yeah.
But when I walk to the store, I have to go along the main highway. Yeah. Where it's severely unpredictable and people drive like fucking assholes.
True.
The probability of me getting hit by a car is probably 1,000 times more likely walking on the side of the road than it would be for me being up somewhere. Although, like, we're up here, the closest... I can't go over to the edge of the window and look directly down.
You for real can't? Like, knowing there's no way you're falling out.
I would automatically think, like, the window, something would happen to the window. Like, I can look out, I can see that truck over there. Fine.
But do you get vertigo when you look straight down, or is it, like, a sense that you're going to lose control?
I almost feel like my body does, like, a little mini kind of a jump thing. Like, oh, there's the edge. What the fuck? We almost... You know what I mean?
See, dude, okay. That I am so honestly comforted by you saying that. I can't remember where I went with my grandfather. It wasn't the Grand Canyon. I've never been.
Somebody just died there recently, so don't go.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Some asshole fucking went over the rope or whatever.
Yeah. Well, we go to this place that... I mean, it was a legitimate canyon. I want to say it was in... upstate New York, because we used to go there a lot when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And matter of fact, I know for a fact it was because I just remembered it's like called the Eagle Eye View or some shit like that. And you get to go up to the top, and you literally you can see. I'm not even kidding. The entirety of the fucking state from the top of this thing. That's how high up it is.
Oh my god, that's scary.
And there was no rope. It was back in the day, so like there was no fucking rope.
You couldn't get me dead up there, dude.
This was the only time I went all the way to the fucking edge. My father and grandfather told me not to. But I was like, fuck it. I want to look down. I got to the edge. I looked down. And for the very first time in my life, I lost my equilibrium.
Oh, shit.
And I started tilting forward.
Oh, shit.
And my fucking grandfather saw this happening, grabbed the back of my shirt at just the right moment because my ass almost went tumbling right over the edge. Yeah.
Fuck you, dude. Yep. Nope. They must have been like, dude, what the fuck? We told you not to.
Nobody got mad. Nobody got mad.
Well, you know what? It's actually pretty smart of them. I kind of feel like that might be why you don't have a fear right now, because nobody freaked out. It was like, oh my god, what the fuck are you doing?
I think that was probably what it was in the interest of. Because, like, I'm still not afraid of heights. I have no problem with heights. Never have, never will. But, that time... And then there was another time I was at the top of a building in New York City. And I was on the railing. I literally stood up on the... Not the railing itself. Like, you had the... It was like the concrete... block and then the thing that the railing was on. Yeah. Climbed up like this, and I stood on the concrete block and looked over the side. And the only thought I had in my head was it would be so fucking easy for me to just go over the top. Ugh. Like literally, I could go from existing to not existing in like one fucking shot, and nobody would have stopped me. There was nobody there to stop me.
Well, what's fucked up about that? Before we jump back on the...
It's not a suicide thing. It has nothing to do with suicide.
Sometimes we'll be in the car driving around, or I'm in the car with somebody. And the little voice in the back of my head is like, you know how easy it would be to unlock this door and just jump out right now? Yep. I don't know what that's about. I'm not depressed. I'm not upset. No. Just, we can end it if we want.
Dude, I've had, I remember when I was still dating my ex, and this is, I mean, fuck, maybe I shouldn't be saying this, but I'd be sitting there having a perfectly nice morning conversation with her. We have our coffees in hand, and she's talking about maybe what she wants to do with the day. Yeah. And I'm thinking to myself, I could take my butter knife right now and shove it right through her eye and kill her.
No, but that's normal. I feel like that's normal.
Yeah, but it has nothing to do with anger. No. It has nothing to do with she did anything. It's just
it's the same way you could walk into a bank and go, You know how easy it would be to just pull a gun out and rob everybody? Are you going to do it? Of course not.
Yeah.
But just the thought of being that person in that moment.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but does it almost feel to you like you are doing it when you think it in that moment?
Yeah.
Like, it is the weirdest again, I'm not a sadistic individual. I'm not a violent individual. I've never even been really... You can't really call me a physically violent individual, except for a couple of times when I got into fights when I was younger, and that's it. But there are, like, legitimately, there are times where my fucking scumbag brain will just, like, it'll put me in a scenario in my head, and I'm not fucking kidding. When it does it, I literally jolt. So I had that thought one time when I was sitting there talking, and I went, and I, like, jumped really fast. She's like, what's wrong? I'm like, nothing.
Dude,
like,
how crazy is it that you're right across from her thinking about... This is how fucked up life is. Yeah. You're right across from her thinking about stabbing her in the fucking eyeball with a butter knife.
Future Kevin, do me a favor and go back and see if I fucking said her name. I can't remember if I did.
Yeah,
right,
I just put a mental note that I needed to cut that out. But
you.
You're standing right across from her and thinking about putting a butter knife through her fucking eyeball. Meanwhile, she's staring right at you, going, everything okay?
Yeah.
Now...
This is my boyfriend. Look at him.
Flip that around, though.
Yeah.
Imagine you're a fucking serial killer.
You ever think, like, a serial killer while they're killing somebody, they're just like, I could have just had a nice conversation with this person on the bench.
Dude, I have to imagine every time they're killing somebody, it's not during the action. It's during when the cleanup happens. Yeah. When they're bagging up the body parts and they're going... I really tried. I wanted to just talk to them. I don't know, why are you like this?
It had to have happened at least once or twice. Yeah. Had to have.
Had to.
Because it's not, like, the human brain is the human brain, as flawed as it can fucking, like, become. So, like, everybody's gonna have their version of scumbag brain, where it's just like, I'm sure that there's plenty of serial killers that have actually felt some level of fucking
remorse,
not remorse, but like regret. Like if I didn't do this, not
like
only
I think I really could have loved this person,
or I could have, or at least I could have had a normal interaction with this person.
Yeah, I don't know why I went automatically to love.
I'm sure that there's a fair decent amount of fucking self-loathing involved in psychopaths. I bet that there's parts of them that are just like, I fucking hate that this is how it works with me.
So I don't know what it is, why it is that our brains do this. If this is just an illness that we have, does everybody think this way? Is one thing associated with the other, be it depression or bipolar, or...
For me, what's fascinating about the whole fucking thing is that you and I know we're depressed because we have learned about depression. Yeah. But this has felt normal to me my entire life. Right. I don't know anything that doesn't feel like this. Yeah. Even when I'm on medication, there's something called the and I think I'm a victim of this. It's called the nocebo effect, which is like it's unlike the placebo effect. What it does is exactly the opposite. You could be taking a genuine medication that's supposed to be helping you with this thing, and you believe so thoroughly that it's not going to help you that it doesn't help you. It nullifies the benefits and the effects. I think I've gone through that a couple fucking times. And it's because I don't believe that one can change or alter their mind from what it is. Other than, like, some substances that, I mean, beyond a reasonable doubt do. Like, I mean, there are just some that do, but, like, anything that's prescribed
like
to me,
weed.
Weed for sure.
That will force you.
Yeah, you feel a difference, like, whether you want to or not. But, let's call it professionally prescribed medication.
Like Lexapro or something
I have never felt a change in my head, except for Adderall. Adderall being the one difference, and that's because it's legal fucking speed.
See, anything... Lexapro, I didn't feel any different, but... There was medications, like Paxil CR was a big one that I remember taking.
Is that antidepressant?
I think so.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure. Oh, sorry. I'm gonna flip this light on just because
it's getting dark. Yeah,
getting dark in here. But
I was gonna start feeling your leg in a second.
I remember taking it and just feeling nothing, empty, numb.
It can treat depression, anxiety disorders, obsessive compulsive disorder, and premenstrual dysphoric disorder. Yeah.
So I was they gave me that, and I remember taking it and just not. I went from being up and down, like pissed off, depressed, happy, whatever, to now I feel nothing. No matter what the difference of emotion, like So I remember having a conversation about music with my friend Alicia, and we're talking about shit, and she says something that would normally make me laugh, and I just remember that feeling of, oh, there's nothing there anymore.
Yeah.
That was a scary moment for me where I was like, all right, you know what? I'm flushing these because I would rather have all of this emotion than none of it.
I remember, I know exactly what you're talking about because I felt that when I started taking, I think it was Zoloft.
Oh, Zoloft's a baddie too.
It was legitimately, it felt like the color drained from life. Like all of a sudden, things that I would have either found hysterical or beautiful or really sad or something, everything was just this one blip sort of monotone fucking thing for me. And I remember saying to my mother when I was on it at the time, I was like, I know that I don't want to, I'm not thinking about killing myself anymore. I'm not really sad anymore, but I need to get off this medication.
Because you're not happy.
I said, I don't feel anything and I can't do this. And legitimately, I'd be sitting at the dinner table with my family at night, like just with a blank stare on my face, just looking down at my food. My food didn't excite me. Like there was nothing that was really, that could cause joy anymore or even pain, confusion, anger. Like I was just this monotone person when I was on it.
Dude, Jen was on antipsychotics for a while, and she was on a cocktail of, and this, for people that don't know about these medicines, get your Google ready because you're not going to believe the list I'm about to give you. Klonopin, Lexapro, Ambien, Risperdal, Geodon, and Trazodone.
Yeah.
All at the same time.
That's fucking crazy.
Where the point...
How do you take Klonopin and Ambien at the same time?
And then, dude, when she was walking, she was so high, dude. She didn't know...
I'd just be drooling.
She was. She was. There were times where she would literally, for the first 3 or 4 hours, she would just be literally sitting around drooling, giggling and shit once in a while. And then people like, hey, are you okay? And you're like, what? And just in her own zone completely.
Yeah.
It's either that or completely shut off. Like you're talking to somebody that used to be there and it's not anymore. Like, hey, how are you doing? Fine.
I'd rather feel what my brain makeup is meant to feel and leave this world early than fucking be numb like that ever again.
Dude, it's a scary fucking thing to watch, bro. Because that shit, that hurt me as a person.
Of course.
To see, like, don't get me wrong, there was a time where she was a fucking psychopath. And I was literally like, oh, fuck, we're going to kill each other.
Yeah, but watching somebody disappear behind their eyes, like, that's fucking horrible.
Yeah. I was like, okay, well, you know what? Like, if we want, I'd rather one of us go out in style.
Fuck
than,
yeah.
You know,
I feel the same fucking... I don't care how goddamn grim that sounds. I completely agree.
Yeah.
I'd rather... And this is, I mean, I know it's horrible to say, but I'd rather my family find me dead than find me numb in a fucking room.
I mean, because then at least you can enjoy shit.
Yeah.
And I know that I sound like a hypocrite because I say there are days where I wish that I had no emotions at all whatsoever, but that's not really true.
No, nobody ever fucking means that. They mean they wish they had no shitty emotions.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, a day that's free of bad. That's what you're talking about when you say that. Hey, we're going to cut into break 2, asshole.
Dummy!
Now you got to beep it. Ha ha ha. Fucking, we're going to take a break really quick and we're going to cut into part 2 very soon. So stay tuned for part 2 of Laughing at Birds.
Yeah, we're going to go give ourselves cancer.
Yeah.
I forgot I was supposed to hit the button.
And we have to take a break.
What's the locust's name again? I'm sorry.
Zorak.
Oh, yeah.
Zorak. I like saying Zorak.
Zorak, play me something public domain.
We'll be right back after this.
Hold on. There we go. Are we good? Okay.
All right, we're going into part 2, apparently talking about the same thing because I still have some questions about this whole puking thing with Kevin.
And wait a minute, real quick, for anybody out there that's like me, Doug mentioned before we tapped out real quick, you know, there really should be a puke noise somewhere in here. There's not going to be one.
Yeah.
So if there's anybody out there that's like me that can't handle the sound of it, you have nothing to fear. It's not happening.
Is there a point at which if you hear it enough in something, you become desensitized to it?
No.
Okay.
I'll tap out.
Okay.
I'll fucking tap out. Like I have a cap. I have a limit.
Yeah.
If I'm watching a movie, you get 2 strikes. Don't even get 3. You get 2.
Yeah.
You get 2, and if there's not a fair warning on either of them, depending on how bad they are, it's a wrap on the whole thing. I don't care how good the movie is. I'm not watching it.
So, never mind. I don't want to ask that question because it's just a whole other fucking thing.
What?
Well, because you put on Killing Them Softly. Had you seen that movie before?
A long, long time ago.
So did you know that scene came up with Ray Liotta puking after he gets punched in the stomach?
I forgot about that, but I would automatically assume if they're going to punch him in the stomach, I would hit the mute button beforehand because I would automatically... Yeah. I would assume that there's a possibility that it could happen.
Does the sight of it fuck you up too, or
yeah?
Okay, the sight of it fucks you up too.
Yeah, I can't see it, smell it, hear it. Nothing.
I'm sorry, I'm still on this. It's just it really, dude. I'm not fucking putting it on. It's fascinating.
Yeah, no, dude. I mean, I understand.
It's just I don't want to say it's crazy, but like it's crazy.
Yeah. Not
in the way of you're insane for having it. I just mean it is such a crazy phobia to me to have.
It's a terrible one too because, like you just said before,
it's common.
It's very
Puking's
common
as fuck, dude. People, I mean, what would you say? Like probably, I mean, most people probably once a year get stomach flu.
At least, yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, it's not like you even really get a year without it.
It's dude. Every day, all I think about is dreading cancer. Because of chemo treatments, and that's another reason why I won't go on any of the fucking MS treatments. If we're gonna get real, I'm not trying to puke, dude. Yeah. Let it kill me. I would rather die than live a life where I'm gonna be sick every day.
You know, I'm not gonna go too crazy with it, but I went out to dinner with my mother last night, and I actually got really emotional talking about you. Yeah.
Cheers. Oh my God. Cheers.
Cut that part out. Because my mom, she had asked me, she like reiterated the thought. She was like, what does Kevin have again? I'm like, he has multiple sclerosis and cerebral palsy. And she was like, well, multiple sclerosis, isn't that a thing where like you sort of lose control of your body? I'm like, well, it's completely degenerative. Like it you know, after a while, after a fashion, you're old enough, it engulfs you. Like there's no sort of stopping it. At least right now, where we currently are in 2019, there's no stopping it. And she was like, well, is he on any medication for it? I'm like, no, he actually actively chose against being on it because like it makes you live longer, but it makes you live less like yourself.
Yeah. I don't want that.
Yeah, and she was like, oh, so like just one day he's gonna go? I'm like, yeah. And I started tearing up at dinner, and because I never think about that. Yeah. I don't think about it. Like you've been a constant fixture for 15 years. I gotta get off this shit real fast.
I'm like a dog, dude. You know, I'm your best friend. You know me since I was a puppy. We fucking hang out together. We go for car rides.
I leave for fucking 10 minutes to go to Wawa to get a cup of coffee. I find you head deep in a fucking paint can. I'm like, well, all right, just substantially shortened his shit. So now I have to just get comfortable with the fact he's gonna fucking go way sooner than he's supposed to. But like, yeah, like I was just like, holy shit, like it's one of those things kind of like Huntington's and ALS and things like this where it's degenerative and over time, like she was like, so like he's gonna lose his ability to like fucking speak and stuff. I'm like, I mean, yeah, at some point it's gonna happen, and it fucked me right up. This bitch is buying me dinner while she's talking to me about this, and I'm just like, what am I supposed to feel right now?
Yeah, dude, I mean, we're going to be completely honest with each other every day. Not every day.
Yeah.
There are days on occasion where I wake up and I go, is today going to be the day? Let's see if my legs move.
Yeah.
Just because I had an outburst the other day.
Yeah.
We were making dinner, dude, when I was peeling fucking potatoes. What am I, an Irishman in the 40s?
Yeah. Step creeps, our car. Oh, Jesus! Oh, me skin! She's peeling me fucking skin!
It's like when I was stealing potatoes from the local corner market.
My hands don't work the way that they used to. I mean, don't get me wrong. If I give myself the whole day, I can put a whooping on Jen's vagina, but that's a whole different issue. But even that, I can't do for very long. So when I do it, I gotta make sure I execute it. I gotta go in there and dead that motherfucker with a headshot. You know what I mean? You can't fuck around, especially when you're on limited time. Crash test dummies in this motherfucker.
Yeah, some people have the luxury of taking their time to find the clit. He had to do it as a method of survival in the relationship.
Seriously.
He's like, if I don't get this shit going soon, it's going to get all willy-nilly. I'm going to end up scratching her up.
Brutal.
Fucking, yeah, no, I'm going to get off it, but like, yeah, she was talking about that, and I was like, man, that is just some fucking bullshit. And I can't even picture the day. I can't, because I can't even fucking picture it.
Me neither. Dude, I'll be honest
I'll sooner leave you behind than be sad.
I don't blame you.
I'm kidding.
I
wouldn't
that.
I would never do that.
Blame you. I mean,
I would never do that. Somebody out there just fucking started hating me.
Oh,
for sure. They're like, he ain't kidding, fucking fat piece of shit.
I mean, I understand.
No, I'm kidding.
I'm not saying that you would, even if Jen was like, all right, dude, you know what? I thought I could do it. Yeah. I can't. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not willing to give up that much of my life for one person. I hope it works out for you.
I would assume it's not. It doesn't have to do with giving up your life. It has to do with watching somebody that you really care about
deteriorate.
Like
a heroin addict does.
Yeah.
So I mean, it is pretty fucking. It is pretty rough, dude. And I try not to think about it. I mean,
I've never thought about it truly until the other night. Never thought about it.
If we're gonna look, they told me when I was 21 that I should get a wheelchair because I'm not gonna be able to walk soon. I'm 33. I told them to take their wheelchair and shove it up their fucking ass.
You're walking up 3 flights of stairs regularly throughout the day right now.
Yeah. So fuck that.
My mom said she admires you about that, by the way. She really did. She said that. She was like, I think it's wonderful that he has that perseverance in him.
Dude, you have to. There is no other option.
Yeah.
There is no other fucking option, dude. I am Mel Gibson and Braveheart, dude. Bring on everybody.
Yeah.
Let's fucking go. Because if you come at it in any other way other than you want to go, let's go, you're not gonna win. You might as well just hang yourself now and get it over with, because then what's the point of living life, dude? We're all gonna go. One day my legs are not gonna work anymore, but god damn it, they're working right now. The neurologist just told me, all right, if you're lucky, if things go well, you have until you're 50 before you need a wheelchair. Yeah. I'm like, all right, so is that like
that's
hard?
good news, actually, because I'll be dead by then. So I won't even have to be sad.
He goes like, is that a hard number? He goes, it's improbable that you wouldn't be.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, well, thanks for the fucking note of confidence, dickhead.
I mean, am I an asshole for saying this? But 50 seems like a pretty decent run.
It does until you're 30, and you're looking at 50 not that far away.
Yeah, I guess so. It's only 17 years away.
I mean, really, it's not that far. Yeah. If you think about it. At the same time,
you better get those tap dance lessons in while you can.
I mean, shit, dude.
Your years of being Gregory Hines are limited. Holy shit. Something smells like fucking dog food. Do you smell that?
Bro, I hope it's not their soup leaking into the fucking floor.
That's a very specific scenario.
Leaking into it, not out of it.
That would be terrifying. What the fuck? The apartment's nice, got a tankless water heater and everything, but it's got this problem. What's that? It leaked soup.
Yeah, just fucking, you know what? Take this Ambien and smell this chicken and tell me if it tastes funny.
And tell me if you see the loop seekage, the soup leakage.
Okay, Okay, but look, the good news is everybody at some point in their life, if you're lucky enough to get old, is gonna need some kind of assistance of some sort. It's a normal part of life. It just so happens that I decided to get in the wrong fast lane. That's all that happened. I got the wrong pass. I was supposed to go in the one where you live your regular life, and I bought the wrong speed ticket.
If we're being totally honest, you just got plucked out of the wrong puss.
Oh, yeah.
That's really what fucking happened.
I mean, I probably didn't even plop. More like I got evicted.
Wait, you got evicted. And don't get me wrong, this is coming from somebody that, my mother had a few menthols too many, and now I twitch whenever I watch an action movie, so I'm not doing great either. I'm just saying, Bruce Willis is that again.
I mean, dude, she's a fucking asshole. And here's why I say she's an asshole. When a doctor says to you, you're pregnant, man.
Here's one thing don't do.
Yeah. Don't work.
Yeah.
She works in a bakery, and she has to do something called the pan out. I don't know what that all means, other than the fact that...
That's a great pun.
She has to...
She works at a bakery. It's a pan out. You know what? I don't need your fucking negativity. I hope you only get to 45. You can go fuck yourself.
You and your fucking crossy legs, you son of a bitch.
I'm gonna go fucking take your lowercase x somewhere else. You piece of shit. Your folded director's chair. I don't want to fucking deal with you anymore.
She has to lift boxes, dude. I don't know where in the job that is, but the point is, doctor says, don't go to work because you have to lift heavy shit, you're pregnant. What does she do? Oh, fuck you, I'm working, huh? And goes back to work anyway. 6 months later, here I come, fucking evacuating like she was induced with a fucking enema. I come screaming out of her fucking twat in a bathroom somewhere.
She gives birth to an Annie Hens pretzel.
Seriously. It's fucked up, right? No salt or nothing.
Oh no. Too much salt. Way too much salt.
Fucking hilarious, dude. The fucked up part is, I know there's something wrong with my brother and my sister.
Is there?
Mentally,
do you think they actually have a thing?
Mentally, I think there's something wrong with the both of them.
Do you think they're abnormal, or do you think there's an actual disorder?
No, I think they're abnormal. Just certain things both of them will do. Like, my brother's a weirdo, but, his lifestyle kind of dictates that. But sometimes I wonder about him.
Yeah.
So I think maybe there's, they just have, dip your index finger in the holy water and flick it on your forehead, kind of a touch. Yeah. That's where, somebody took the back of my head and gave me a swirly. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the difference. But, outside of that, nobody else has anything.
Yeah. Nobody in your family at all?
On my mom's side, a couple of her uncles or my grandmother's brothers had muscular dystrophy.
Okay.
Which apparently, if you have a history in your family of muscular dystrophy or anything of that sort, there's a chance that MS can come from there.
Are you certain you have MS, or is it muscular dystrophy?
No, it's definitely MS. They said that they don't know where the fuck it comes from, but they think if you've had anything in that category, that it's possible that it's come from there. They've been studying it since '87, and they don't know shit still.
How many doctors told you have MS?
I went to 3.
3?
Originally in the emergency room in 2009, when I got such a bad headache I couldn't fucking see straight. I had to call my mom over. Luckily, we lived around the corner from her in the first apartment that we lived in when I was watching my nephew, who I was just talking about. 2009, headache. Yeah. After that, because I'm a star, I waited until 2013 to go get checked out by a doctor because I was like, you know what? I wonder what's going on. I'm getting these headaches. My vision is kind of blurry sometimes. My legs are hurting more than usual, and all the doctors are telling me the cerebral palsy does not cause pain. Although, fuck them, because other people that I talk to that have cerebral palsy a little bit worse than I do, all say they are in pain constantly.
Yeah.
So the doctors can go fuck themselves. But I go see that guy in the hospital. Coincidentally, he turns out to also be the same doctor that was in the hospital that I saw in 2009. Just by chance.
Yeah.
Then I went to a different dude over in Manahawkin who said that I had it, then I didn't have it.
Yeah.
But this is the same guy, bro. He looks at my fucking brain MRI. He goes, hold on, let me just go take a look at these tests and I'll be right back. He comes back in the room like he just watched somebody fucking shoot his mother in front of him. He gets all quiet, he closes the door behind him and he goes, hey, do you know where you are right now? Like, what kind of asshole question is that? Of course I know where I am. He goes, dude, this is not a joke.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. Do you know where you are right now? Yeah. Okay, where are you? I'm in your office. Where is that? In Manahawkin. What's the address? This is the first time I've ever been here. I don't know. Who's the president? Barack Obama.
Yeah.
Okay, what's your mother's name? What's your father's name? How old are you? He's like, okay, from looking at your brain MRI, I don't know how the fuck you are walking and talking right now.
Wow.
He's like, I don't see MS in there. I just don't know how you have made it to where you are with the amount of damage that's in your head. And then I went back to the third doctor, this Russian guy, who was like, no, dude, the first guy was right to try to get you on medicine, even though you didn't want to take it. You should have never gotten a spinal tap, because that is ancient and archaic medical practices, and we don't do that shit anymore. It's 2018, we have better testing that could be done. We only do that for extreme cases to where we need to test for HIV or other serious illnesses.
Yeah.
And he was like, but, it's definitely there for sure. You have it. He's like, so the only thing you need to ask yourself is, when do you want to start treatment? Now, here's the problem. He goes, here's what we're facing. It's asleep right now. In 2009, it woke up a little bit, did some shit, and then went back to sleep. Sometimes that happens.
Yeah.
He's like, we can treat it with medication, but the problem is, if we treat it with medication, we're going to wake it up. We don't want that. We want it to stay dormant as long as possible. Mm-hmm. But if we don't treat it, and it wakes up on its own, it could cause more damage than we could do with the medicine.
Yeah.
So you have to outweigh that. And I was like, what do you mean? There's no weighing to be done. It's staying right where it is. As long as it's not active, we'll leave it alone.
Yeah.
Why are you going to go poking the bear, dude?
Yeah.
And he was like, well, like I just said, I go, look, when it wakes up, we'll address it then. Yeah. He's like, well, it kind of doesn't work like that. I'm like, well, that's the way it's going to work, dude. Like, why don't you just write me a prescription for weed and let me ride off into the sunset happy? Yeah. He's like, because I don't fuck with weed. Some doctors do. I don't believe that there's any real use for it, and I think that you would just use it as an excuse to not seek treatment. Like, yeah, but when the side effects outweigh the good use of the medication, there's no point. Why do I want to live longer if I'm going to spend my life with my head in the fucking toilet, breaking out in rashes, losing my hair, and what's remaining of my fucking teeth? Who the fuck wants to live like that? If you gave somebody the choice between cancer and a fucking bullet, I'm sure 5 out of 10 people would take the bullet. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, it is what it is. Look, maybe it'll get bad. So it comes on like a stroke. It's also commonly misdiagnosed. Strokes are misdiagnosed. Yeah. Because what they really are is MS flare-ups. And, a lot of doctors don't realize that because apparently doctors are fucking idiots. And I say that because this is what I'm hearing from other doctors. You would be surprised the amount of shit that these people don't know. Yeah. When they go to school for so many years to learn this shit. There's just so much that they don't focus on because you can't be, unfortunately, you have to kind of dip your toe in a little bit of everything. Yeah. You can't specify in one thing or you're boxing yourself into a certain practice.
Well, I mean, over time, a lot of doctors do. They become specialized, but like, starting out, it's more like a general practitioner sort of thing, and so like, I looked up some stuff. That's why I got quiet, by the way, guys. And apparently, like MS, the life expectancy is only about 5 to 10 years lower than in a normal mortality rate for a male.
Oh shit, that's not bad.
So you're not. I don't think this is something with, like, for instance, with ALS where, like, it becomes so degenerative at some point that you literally lose the ability to, like, talk and stuff. You just become, like, I think you already kind of have everything that you're going to have, because...
Probably. Well, they said...
I saw the nasally speech, the long pauses between words and stuff.
Yep.
Like,
that's where I'm at now.
Yeah.
And I don't, for those of you that are out there, I know I said I was going to stop saying that, but I'm only saying it now because I'm addressing you. I know what I sound like. It's not a shock. A lot of people that came to the YouTube channel thought I was high on some shit. While I may be on a lot of drugs, one thing I'm not is high yet. Because they haven't legalized weed yet, but you could bet your ass as soon as they do, this fucking guy right here.
I don't blame you.
But, I know that I sound like this. Nothing I can do about it. Actually went to speech therapy when I was in elementary school. That's how I got here.
Oh, really?
Because there was a time where I couldn't...
Were you really bad at some point?
I couldn't talk really at all. Like, nobody could understand me when I would speak.
Wow.
So they had to put me in speech therapy. I mean, it's sad and fucked up, but it's hilarious at the same time, because eventually the speech teacher was like, I can't. There's nothing more I can do with it. That's as good as it's gonna get. Like, I almost made that poor bitch retire, dude. Wherever you are, I'm sorry.
Oh my god. Yeah, you're just like, I didn't mean to make you question your entire path of fucking profession.
I mean, but yeah, dude.
Or your entire professional path, rather.
Speech therapy, physical therapy, all that good shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, look, man, the point is, if you really want to do something, no matter how bad you suck at it, like do a podcast when you can't halfway talk, for example, don't let that get in the way of achieving your fucking dreams, dude.
How cool is that shit, man? Somebody whose, like, prognosis includes becoming shittier at talking is running a podcast.
Yeah, and you know what the best part is? Hopefully you won't be able to see the decline. Why did that sound wrong both times I said it?
No,
I said it right?
Yeah, you won't be able to see the decline. That's fine.
Okay, I don't know why.
Well, depending on what you're about to say about that. Let's see.
If I'm self-aware, and I mean, I'm pretty self-aware, but I would hope that I would have the smart enough state of mind to tap out early before it starts to get very noticeable. Where I would spare you all from hearing it, although what I would like to do, and this brings me into a question I have for you, because I don't know if maybe this is just a sick thought in my brain that I have, but I often have thought about making some kind of a video or a tape just in case anything were to ever happen to me.
To preserve?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that people will be able to see it. Not that I think I'm so important.
See, I want everybody to know what's actually happening right now. Kevin's talking about something that's like sort of cerebral, and for himself, what he's really trying to do is make me sad. That's what you're trying to do. I know your fucking game. I know who you are. I know the kind of shit, cruel person you are. And you're trying to make me sad right now. Why would you say that shit? I don't like you. You know what? Let me take a video of me taking a shit on your chest. How about we do that?
That would be better than puking.
We'll be right back after these messages.
Now stay tuned for The Amazing Spider-Man and the Incredible Hulk. A bad guy poses as Spider-Man and goes on a crime spree, but can he fool the Spider Friends? Next. Tonight on Different Strokes, will Willis be voted prom queen? Then on Jennifer Slept Here, Jennifer says yes to an old flame, but will she say I do? Be there.
What are we going to put in there?
I don't know, but I can't wait to see what it is. God, it's going to be my favorite commercial, whatever it is. I can't wait. I can't fucking wait. Oh my god.
Oh, but dude, you know...
Yeah, no, go ahead. Finish your shitty thought.
Is that a weird thing?
No, it's mean.
So when the decline starts happening, what I want to do is eventually I'll stop uploading it to you people because I don't want to make you feel bad once a week.
The Demoses of the world aren't going to care if you got something going on, man.
Well, no, but I mean the way that people... Richard Pryor is the perfect example of that. Yeah. Where in the beginning of the conversation, people are like, oh, he was fucking hilarious and he thought about things that nobody thought about and was able to throw race out there in a way that nobody was talking about it at his time. And then apparently he had MS too.
Really?
Yeah. That's
actually... I knew he had something. I didn't know. I thought it was like fucking Huntington's or Lou Gehrig's disease or something.
I found this out listening to Jim and Sam on Sirius XM Channel 103 Faction Talk. Nice. There's a plug for them. As well as The Bonfire. Channel 95, Sirius XM.
Yeah.
6 to 8 p.m. Monday to Thursday, bitch. Get with the programs. Anyway, they mentioned that Pryor had MS, and in the beginning of the conversation, everybody was so full of energy and happy and shit, and then they were like, well, I mean, until towards the end of his life when he would go on stage and his kids or whoever would have to push the wheelchair up there and he could barely speak, but he was trying to do time anyway, and he would just bring the entire room down, and it was really difficult to go on after him. I don't think they're being selfish. I mean, I think that's a very honest and transparent thing to bring up.
Yeah. Having
to go behind a guy that used to be a fucking monster that could murder a room now has the complete opposite effect. And, that makes me think, is there a time when you should tap out? Do you subject people to that? Is that fair to them?
I mean, I think if you have any sort of I'm going to say if you have any sort of scruples about you, like if you can tell that what you're doing isn't translating, like if you're like, say you're doing a podcast or you're doing a video series, whatever the fuck it might be.
Right.
Stand-up comedy, doesn't matter what it is. And people that care about you and that are close to you all the time, they tell you, hey, look, it's not for you anymore. Like, I don't think you're going to be able to pull this off. Yeah. I would hope that anybody would be sensible enough to know when to quit on anything. It doesn't matter what they have. Yeah. Of course, do you appreciate the endurance? Yes, but you also have to consider what's harmful for you too. And if people are saying I don't think this is good for you anymore, right? Even if it has nothing to do with physicality, if it has to do with your legacy, it's probably best to listen. On the other end of that, do you think that if anybody when he was still trying to do his thing after he got the MS got really bad, and if they were ridiculing him and making fun of him backstage, do you think that anybody ever said that person was being petty with a Pryor?
I think they would. I never heard. Oh wait, I just missed completely. I didn't get that. I'm just gonna put it out there. I don't understand.
It's a criminal charge you can get. Petty.
Oh, fuck you!
It's a petty larceny with or petty misdemeanor with a prior offense.
Gay. Leave that motherfucker in. That's what you should do.
What? Because you didn't fucking get it? That's not my fault. I thought that shit was hilarious.
Prior.
Yeah.
If you laughed at that, fuck you too.
Somebody talked shit about Richard Pryor when he had the problem, so they were being petty with the Pryor.
I thought you were really serious there for a minute.
That was the point.
And being like, you think anybody was backstage making fun of him? And in my head, I'm going, if they were, fuck those people.
Yeah.
And you're over here making a joke, asshole. You want to lighten the fuck up a little bit?
Oh, God. Do you think that his goals were called priorities?
Fuck yeah. Oh, that deserves a thiggy break. Piece of garbage.
All right. I'm an asshole for laughing at that. I'm going to get a sample of Chip Chipperson's.
If it makes you feel any better, I hate myself.
Those are the best, though.
Yeah, I agree.
Dude, if you have...
For me, fuck you. It's for me.
Shameless plug. If you have not, go on the YouTube channel, on my YouTube channel, Jack of One Trade, and go find the live stream for What was that fucking Black Mirror movie that they did? Bandersnatch, I think it was. It was either that or Bird Watchers. That's what we call our people, the other one. Bird Nest.
Bird Box.
Bird Box.
Bird Watchers. Bird Nest. Just a bird. A bird. Just a single bird.
That. One of those two live streams, I will edit. You know what?
Birder Call Saul.
I'll go and find it. I'll go and find it later, and I'll edit in which one it is. But he was telling me the worst fucking stepdad jokes. It wasn't.
It wasn't even a dad
Box.
joke.
It was the Bird Box. You were making Sandra Bullock's jokes.
Yeah, I can't remember what they were.
Me neither. But at the time, dude, I
oh, you were shitting yourself.
I was crying.
Yeah,
I was crying.
It was hilarious.
Killed me. Sometimes stupid jokes are the fucking best ones.
And Petty with a Prior was just clever, dude. You know what?
I mean, you can. If you really want to hold on to it, you can.
I am. That is the cross that I am gonna fucking bear because that shit was clever.
Well, glad for once you're on one and not me.
Yeah. Sorry, I wasn't talking about One Flew Over the Bird's Nest. Fucking asshole.
It's so fucking dumb. Dude, we do spend majority of our time coming up with really dumb shit like that, trying to make each other laugh, and
we do.
I had to tell you, it works.
Yeah.
A lot.
Every fucking time. It helps when you always have the Rainbow Bunchy song playing in your fucking head. Like, that's how looped out I am at almost all times. Like, that, it's just playing in the back of my head, and I'm like, everything is great. The world is full of glitter. I'm going to make Kevy laugh. Ha ha ha.
Rainbow Bunchy?
Oh, you'd know it. You'd know it.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'll find it and throw it in here.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, I need to...
Kevin is so great. I'm going to make him laugh, and it's going to be a wonderful day. Sorry.
While we're on the subject, wait, is it an instrumental or is there singing
instrumental.
too?
No, it's an
okay,
instrumental.
because when you're singing that, I'm gonna put the sample behind what you just did.
I think I sang too fast.
But the last time we did a podcast, I realized that I missed. What's the word that I'm looking for? Hail to the Chief.
He was just slapping his head.
Yeah, long live the Chief. I mixed up those two songs.
Yeah, but that's understandable. That makes sense.
But I feel like a jerk off because those two things could not be less related to one another.
I think that was actually kind of the point of the title of his song. Is like he was trying. It was like kind of a play on Hail to the Chief.
Which, by the way, can we bring that up for a second? I like that song a lot. I would put a snippet of it in here, but unfortunately, that motherfucker would copyright it, and the video would never be able to be seen by anybody, or heard, rather, so fuck him for that, or his record label, whoever.
It's his record label.
If I want to use 10 or 20 seconds of your song to get you exposure, you motherfucker, then, you know, I'm trying to help you, bro. I'm not seeing money from that.
It's not him. It's his record label.
Well, your record label, whoever the fuck you're assigned to. Which, I have to say, that whole album that song is on, Long Live the Chief.
What a grotesque disappointment.
Seriously.
Except for two fucking songs.
Two songs. And
Back
one
to
of
back.
those two is Long Live the Chief.
Yep.
The other one, couldn't tell you the name of it.
Yeah, no, I can't remember what it is.
We were shuffling through the album track by track. Auto-tuned, mumbled dog shit.
Yep.
Now, I don't know if it's just that he's a genius in the sense that he knows what's gonna make money. So he put out a dog shit record, and in the middle of it, he went to the record label. You gotta give me 2 tracks to just be able to flex my skills and do what I want to do. Or if it was he did those 2 tracks and that was all he could come up with, so then he resorted to auto-tune mumble rap bullshit.
I bet you it was the first one.
I doubt it you will ever hear this. If you're listening to this, I want you on this podcast because I need to know why you would throw away an album like that.
Yeah.
I understand what I just said is very disrespectful. However, my counter argument to that would be, I feel it's disrespectful of you as the artist to trick me as a fan of your music to think that when you put out a song like Long Live the Chief, that I'm going to be greeted with other songs that are to the like of that song.
Yeah.
A very big
I know he'd
disappointment.
get back right now. He'd be like, I don't give a fuck what you think.
Yeah, I mean, he probably would, and good for him. You're probably making your money.
Yeah, but I get your fucking point, man. Those two songs, you're like, holy fucking shit. This dude is legitimately a lyrical genius. Has amazing fucking rhythm. Like, it's incredible how good those two songs are. And then the rest of the record surrounding those songs is, I'm sorry, it is. It's just crap.
It would be like if Devin Townsend decided tomorrow to come out with an album of him just playing the bongos. Not even singing.
Yeah.
Just playing the fucking bongos.
I'd buy it just because I knew it was him.
Yeah, which, by the way, if you haven't,
Empath.
if you like metal, dude, go buy Empath.
Go buy
and
Empath.
If you know Devin Townsend, if you can reach this motherfucker, please send him our way, dude. I want to talk to that motherfucker in the worst way, bro. I'm not a metal fan in the slightest. I like things here and there.
Yeah.
Doug is a resident metal fan of the two of us, but Devin Townsend does something. I don't know how he does it, but he fucking reaches in, dude.
He puts his whole self into his music. That's all it is.
Yeah.
And by the way, it is extraordinary, but at the same time, it's extraordinarily simple.
Yeah.
He puts his whole self into his music.
Like, dude, I was just listening when you were getting your haircut earlier today.
Yeah.
I went from, I think it's Shootout. Let me look. I'm gonna look up the title of the song that I was listening to earlier. I know it's a fucking Tupac song.
My two favorites on Empath right now are, I actually have three favorites, but my two tops are Spirits Will Collide, which no big surprise, that's one of the singles, and Why. Why is fucking amazing. The close third is Borderlands. Borderlands is a really great song. Or Borderland, I don't know if it's Borderland or Borderlands.
I was sitting in the barber shop and I was listening to Open Fire, which is, I believe, the first track on the second disc of Are You Still Down? Right after that, Devin Townsend's Deadhead.
Nice.
If
man.
that does not, like, bro, he's in my fucking rotation, dude. I know it doesn't make sense to a lot of people how I can go from...
Dude, I told you already, like, it's really funny because you, from doing the reaction stuff, you went from not being a particular fan of metal to you didn't go to the predictable places. You didn't get into new metal. You didn't get into hardcore. You didn't get into, let's say, fucking thrash or even old school metal. You, like, graduated Metal University with a fucking degree in progressive. You went to progressive fucking metal. You listen to, like, not only do you listen to Devin Townsend, you enjoy Opeth, you enjoy Ginger, you enjoy fucking, like, I'm sure you would enjoy Dream Theater if you heard them.
Like, dude, you literally were shocked. I was making chicken cutlets the other day in window pane. But,
yeah.
Right, that's what the song is called?
Yep.
By Opeth came on, and you literally were like, wait a minute.
Is it called Window Pane?
It's something Window Pane.
I think it is, yeah.
Like,
it's off of Blackwater. No, fuck, is it off of Still Life or Blackwater Park? Now I'm going to look it up, too.
Okay, because I have my playlist open here. By the way, just so if you guys are wondering, I've also picked up Black Sabbath.
Oh yeah, you became a big fan of fucking Black Sabbath.
Yeah, man, they're definitely in there. Ginger, Soundgarden.
Okay, no, I was wrong. It's off of Damnation.
I'm trying to see.
Is it Window Pane? Hold on.
It is Window. It's something Window Pane. Apparently, I'm going deaf. Holy shit.
Yep. It's Window Pane. Yep.
That's it? Just Window Pane?
That's the name of the song.
I thought there was another part to the title. I don't know why. Maybe I'm making shit up in my fucking head.
Window Pane.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fuck. Maybe it was the album and the song title. But yeah, dude, yeah, no, you're right. So that's why, because it says Opeth, Window Pane, Damnation.
Yeah.
Makes it look like it's part of the song title.
Okay, yeah.
On YouTube.
Yeah, man. Damnation's an amazing album, and then, but I mean, Blackwater Park is their best album in my opinion. Followed closely by Still Life, followed closely by My Arms, Your Hearse. But yeah, when I started hearing you fucking getting into this shit, I'm like, how does this motherfucker jump up to progressive metal from, like, I mean, maybe it sort of makes sense in the sense that you really started like treating it like you were finding some real bangers off of Devin.
Right.
And Devin is progressive. I mean, you can't really define him as straight like metal anymore. Not since Strapping Young Lad. That was in the vein of like almost industrial metal, like Fear Factory. But then when he started doing his solo shit,
which
DTP,
by the way, I have Love in my playlist as well.
Nice,
from
man.
Strapping Young
That's a
Lad.
great fucking song.
I was at my niece's wedding.
Yeah.
Listening to that in
Perfect
my
timing.
fucking headphones.
Perfect timing.
I wanted to send it to her on Facebook so bad. And to be like, to celebrate your wedding, here's a song. Hopefully you guys will, you know, and whatever cornball shit I had in my head at the time. And send her that so she can see the title of it. And then when she presses play, be like, oh, what the fuck is this all going on here? Because, I mean, they were listening to Cardi B and shit. Like, get the fuck out of here, dude. Oh my God. Just stop. It's not for me. I personally... yeah.
What is that shit? Like, I'm just gonna make noises. Oh, yeah.
That's it. That's all it fucking is, dude.
We are going to look back on this in music history and we're going to be like, what a couple of fucking assholes.
What I think it is, I honestly think could it be the drugs are a big influence?
I don't
in
know.
the reverse way. Because when everybody wanted to be a thug or a gangster, everybody selling drugs was the cool thing to do. Yeah. And then as more time goes on, people realize, well, I'm not trying to do all that jail time. And... you know, everybody talks about selling these drugs. I wonder what makes them so great.
Okay, I just developed a very loose theory while I was sitting here for about 4.5 seconds. So you can tell a lot of thought went into this. But what maybe what it is the same thing that we went through when we were in high school. When it was like back then, rock was like the home of the outcasts.
Right.
So we would go out of our way to do and say and wear weird shit.
Right.
Maybe it's black culture's turn for that.
Right, like, well, so now
they're going out of their way to be
jeans is we're wearing tight jeans.
They're going out of their way to be weird just like we did. Maybe that's what it is.
That's fine, I guess, but
it's stupid. I'm not going to say it's not.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I think it's dumb.
Yeah, it's really dumb.
I don't want to wear girl pants.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, dude, if you're out there right now and you like skinny jeans and dyeing your hair multicolored colors, I'm cool with the hair dye, bro. I'm down with dyeing my hair once in a while. I don't have a problem with that. It's the tight clothes, it's the fishnet, it's the... I want to look like a skateboarder, even though I wouldn't know what a fucking half pike is if you threw me into one.
Well, from what you just said, a half pike is only part of a fish.
What is it called?
It's
really?
a half pipe.
See? I don't even know what it is.
Half pike.
Why did I say... Because I thought half pipe, and then I thought, no, you're probably thinking of weed jerk off. That's not the right word. This is the right one. The point is that don't listen to what I'm saying. I don't know what I'm talking about.
The more you know.
Yeah. But, dude, I mean, look, I get it. You want to be... I'm not saying walk around with your pants hanging off your ass, drinking 40s and smoking whatever... You know, you don't have to do that, but at the same time...
You sounded like the most culturally insensitive, like, 50-year-old man just now.
Well, I mean,
with your Colt 45s and your blunties.
I mean, dude, that was the popular thing to do. I can't tell you how many... I bought a guest house for Dutch Master somewhere. I did it. Yeah. I spent enough money. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that I'm part of black culture, but as a spectator, I have appreciated and related to a lot of what their culture is.
Well fucking said. Wow. Holy shit. Do me a favor. I don't know what the name of the song is, Future Kev, but you got to look for that violin classical song. That dun 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 dun. Please put that behind. Kevin is a cultural connoisseur, if you will.
Yeah, I mean, dude, just because the amount of passion that came from artists when guys that would talk about the way that they came up, their inner struggles of having to deal with certain shit, whether it was, I'm selling shit to get by, or, where Tupac is talking about his mom being a drug addict, or whatever the situation is, all that, the pain and the passion that came from all of that, while I don't directly relate to that exact situation, I feel like I understand and feel that pain.
Well, yeah, no, dude, you can draw parallels from fucking anything, man. Like, consider the fact that, like, Morrissey, the guy. Yeah, the guy. Like, I mean, for all the goth, like,
yeah. And if a bus crashed into my bird,
I'd be really sad. Yeah, like, for some reason, he has a staggeringly large Latino fan base.
Does he?
Yeah, like, huge Latino fan base. And I can't remember why. I can't remember what the sort of discussion was around about why that's the case. There's an amazing music journalist. His name is Chuck Klosterman, and he ended up writing about it in one of his books back in the day. And it was fucking fascinating to read because it is this whole thing. And I think I want to say it had something to do with the fact that, like, the Latino population also felt really sort of dejected, and they were, like, attracted to the dark side of life because of the way they came up and stuff. So they were able to identify with this pasty-faced dude from fucking London, and, like, or maybe it's not London, I don't remember where he's from, but for some reason it resonated with a ton of Latinos. So, like, that happens quite a bit. You'd be surprised how many different sort of audiences belong to an artist and vice versa.
Well, yeah, because I was going to say that is kind of surprising. And again, I mean, I know this is kind of stereotypical shit, but it seems like, especially with a lot of groups, males in particular, or at least I know I brought this up before, for me it was drilled into my head from a young age. You're not, it's that old Bill Burr bit, or just, push it down and don't feel anything.
Yeah, no, there's not a ton of outlets for male pain. There never have been.
So maybe that's why they're able to gravitate towards that, because this pasty fool is just like, look, I'm going to sing about being sad or whatever it is that I want to sing about. And I guess people can relate to that, I guess, a lot more than the way that some of the music that I listen to, where, talking about shootouts, or even now people doing drugs and popping perks and Xanax. Not everybody can relate to that, even though a lot more people are on drugs now than they ever have been. Mm-hmm. It's not the same thing. The way that there's a line from a kid, Mike Righteous, who is a UK artist, where he does a song called Try My Best, where it's kind of like a Stan sort of a song, where he's going back and forth talking about the fans writing to him and shit. And in the last verse of the song, he's like, I don't understand, paraphrasing what he says, all I do is I took everything that I felt shitty and bad about and wrote it down on a paper, and then all you do is tell me how I'm a fucking genius for doing that. He's like, I don't get it. He goes, but I guess that's just what emotions do. I show you mine, you show me your emotions too. Yeah. So it's like that same...
Well, this is why anybody becomes a fan of music, especially music, is because and actually, you know what, I'll put it towards stand-up comedy too, is they find something that they can resonate with that the person is talking about. And when you feel that sort of like that camaraderie through art, that's what turns you into a fan, is like when you say, oh my God, this person that is completely separate and apart from my life, either making millions or at least is well known, like, on the national stage, has felt the same shit that I've felt.
Right.
That's a big deal, man. And it makes you, dude, I mean, I've always said the saddest music is therapy to me because it's like, I'm not the only person that's ever felt this, so I don't have to feel alone with these thoughts anymore.
And that's the go-to, dude, to know that, like, okay, because in those moments, you do feel like you're the only one.
Oh, all the time, yeah. And when you're in the moment, yeah, of course.
But you can put that music on and go, okay, I can level out a little bit while everything is still bad. At least I know somebody somewhere has also felt this.
And I've had so many people not understand. I've had so many people say, dude, stop listening to sad music. Yeah, I'll stop listening. And then you're going to see me not be okay because I'm going to feel completely isolated with that.
You wouldn't tell somebody with a broken arm not to go to physical therapy.
This is what I'm saying. Like, if there's something out there that I'm telling you helps me,
let me have
it. That's it. And I'm not talking, like, if I'm harming myself, of course, you have every right to say something. But, like...
That's different.
Yeah.
Completely different.
But not to a lot of those people. They think that you're doing more harm than good. And it's like, no, man, I know what works for me.
Yeah, I never understood that. Like, dude, in a moment of depression and sadness, is there anything better than the ability to be able to relate to somebody without having to necessarily reach out to somebody? Yeah. You can just put a record on and you can get that communication without even trying. Or even a stand-up comedian like you just said.
Yes.
Being able to, that's one of the things that I really enjoy doing. If I know I'm in a really fucked up place and I don't want to laugh, sometimes I will go and find a comedy special that I've really enjoyed in the past. I haven't watched in a really long time. Put it on and force myself to try and put myself in a good mood.
I absolutely do that too. I'll literally go out of my way. Even if I have no desire to have a smile on my face, I'll force myself sometimes. Because, dude, believe it or not, forcing a smile actually helps you get out of shit pretty quick.
Yeah.
It's nuts. So, yeah, no, I've totally done the same fucking thing, man.
Like, do you have a specific stand-up in mind that you would go to, or just...
Lewis Black live at Carnegie Hall.
Oh, shit.
That is one of, honestly, unfailingly funny to me. Like, I must have listened to that special, and I'm not kidding when I say probably about 20 times already.
Damn.
And it never, ever, ever gets old. It never gets old.
See, there's certain artists that can do that, though, dude. Yeah. Only certain ones, because there are some specials where you can hear them, and after the first time, it's like, oh, okay, this is not gonna... Doesn't have the same feel to it that it used to. Yeah. But there are guys that can fucking just keep hitting you with it over and over again. As I'm saying this, I'm trying to think of a classic one that I would go. I like Lewis Black a lot.
Yeah. Believe it or not, I'm not like an overly large fan. Like I'm a fan of Lewis Black, but I'm not like a super fan of Lewis Black. Like I would almost say I'm a super fan of Louis, or I'm a super fan of Bill Burr, or I'm a super fan of Dave Attell, you know. Like, I'm not a super fan of Lewis Black, but that special stands above even, like, the best Louis C.K. special to me.
Well, I was just going to say, now that we bring it up, I think Bill Burr's Let It Go might be that special for me.
Let me ask you something. Which Bill Burr special was it where he talks about, he goes, there's some lady... He says that she's selling muffins or something, and he, like, without ever breaking eye contact, he just punches all the muffins.
Oh, my God.
I think that's my favorite Bill Burr special.
Oh, shit.
I can't remember what it's called.
Oh, man. It's not the one that we recently watched, right?
No, I don't know, because I think that's one of the, it might be the closer in that special is what I'm talking about.
It might be You're All the Same. You people are all the same.
I'm going to look it up really quick.
Because I think that was the special after Why Do I Do This? Or whatever the title was. Let It Go. Whatever I said.
It was released 2008. Oh, shit. Frankenstein's Lab reacted to it 1 month ago.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Oh, is it good for you guys?
That's fucking cool, man. Oh, god damn it, I can't remember.
We'll have to fucking find it for sure.
Oh, Why Do I Do This?
Why do I do this?
Yeah.
That's the one was that the one we were watching yesterday?
No. Nope. We watched the black and white one, and then we watched one of his like really
early. It might have been Let It Go, and then the other.
I think it was Let It Go.
The black and white one, I can never remember the fucking name of it, but it's the one where he's talking about the Clippers. He's in Atlanta, helicopters. That bit. I don't. If you haven't seen it, I don't want to give any of the punchlines away, dude. But that is a fantastic. If you like Bill Burr at all, definitely go check out those two specials, because, dude, I have seen those multiple times and I was crying.
Yeah.
Crying.
Yeah, I think man, what the fuck would my top 3 be? It would be, definitely number 1 is Lewis Black Live at Carnegie Hall. Number 2 is Louis C.K. Hilarious. And number 3... Oh, fuck. Number 3 is going to be tough to come up with.
Yeah.
That's a bitch.
Well, would you put Kevin Hart's newest one in the number 3 slot, or no?
No, it's an amazing fucking special. I'm not going to say it isn't.
Yeah.
But no, man. You know what? I gotta change my order. I cannot honestly fucking believe I just said what I said.
Yeah, go ahead.
Number 2 is Louis Black Live at Carnegie Hall.
Right.
Number 3 belongs to Louis C.K. with Hilarious, and number 1 is fucking Killing 'Em Softly, Dave Chappelle.
Dave Chappelle, holy shit.
I don't think that spot will ever be overtaken for me.
Yeah, no, that was a fucking brilliant special, dude.
I don't think that'll ever fucking change. That is like the perfect comedy album. I've never heard a more perfect set from anybody.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, you're not wrong, though. You're not wrong. He is a fucking brilliant guy, man.
Yeah, he's a god.
I really like the one of the newer ones that he did. I don't know.
Oh, so did I. I know exactly what you're talking. You're talking about part 1.
Yeah.
Part 1 was fucking amazing.
Killed me.
Yep.
Where he throw my dick right on the table. Oh my god, dude! Fuck off! How do you write that? And
that shit's amazing.
With a straight face, you get that line out.
Yeah.
It's just bananas, dude. Ridiculous. I fucking love comedy, man. Just because it exists, and you can't fake that. Yeah. It either hits you or it doesn't. There's no in between.
Oh yeah.
I feel like.
I'll tell you what, man. I'm glad I fucking watched. I finally started watching Tom Segura.
Yeah. You just watched Disgraceful.
I literally almost aspirated on a sandwich I was eating.
Oh, dude,
because of that fucking special. I was laughing so fucking hard.
Hilarious, dude.
His timing, and I think it's also like the nuances of his body language and his facial expressions.
Yeah.
Fucking kill me. They kill me. Like, he is seriously one of the funniest comedians that for some reason it took me way too fucking long to actually sit down and listen to.
Yeah, but the good thing is, though, now that you've done it, you can definitely, and you got to enjoy two of 3 of his specials.
Mm-hmm.
There was a better way I could have put that, but that's how it came out. I think there's still one that you haven't watched yet, but that's the good thing. Versus having came up on his first special, gotten your initial reaction from him, and then maybe not sure if you want to go into the other ones.
So
at least
perfect.
you were able to organically explore his body of work and see where you're at on it.
I mean, just too funny. Too fucking funny, for sure. Amazingly funny.
I mean, damn, dude. I don't know. I couldn't pick 3 specials off the top of my head right now. One of them.
How about 3 comedians?
Oh, shit. That's so tough.
Top 3.
3 top. Okay. John Panette would have to be at the least an honorable mention because I Say Nay Nay. We watched the other day. I've seen that one before as well, and that shit fucking killed me.
You know what's funny about that is we were talking about it maybe like a couple days ago, where we talked about how like those kind of fucking here's your sign gimmicks get really fucking dumb.
Yeah.
And how most, like, basically by and large they all suck.
Yeah.
I Say Nay Nay never got old to me.
No.
I always thought that was fucking funny.
Oh fuck, dude. He murdered
I Say Nay Nay.
That room. Murdered it. And did shit you could never do today.
Yeah.
Never.
Poor fucking bastard.
I know, man. I would put Ralphie May up there.
Yeah.
I don't know which special of his. Honestly, it's been a while, so I'd have to go back and listen to all of them, pick my favorite one. But just because, and then we'll throw in...
You can't. You already exceeded the weight limit.
Sorry, sir, there's a weight limit on this coaster.
Oh, really? What's the limit?
The rule is you can't look hilarious on this motor scooter. I'm sorry, there's just no way.
Yeah,
you started with John Panette and Ralphie May. If you put another one up on that stage, you're fucked.
Yeah, that. I mean, you're
not
not
be
wrong.
paying Union out of the ass right now.
You're not fucking
No.
wrong.
So who would your third you think be?
Now
Wait,
I gotta
really?
pick somebody skinny.
John Panette and Ralphie May, or are they honorable mention, or are they in one of the places, third, second, and first?
I would definitely put Ralphie May in there for sure.
Really?
Just because...
That's actually surprising.
I love him so much, dude.
Yeah.
The way that he says things... Yeah. Just his personality, everything about him, just fucking just. I mean,
he's a funny motherfucker, but I would never. I don't think I would ever put him in the top 3.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool though. I like that it's different than mine.
John Panette, I think honorable mention only because, his running deal is food.
Yeah.
So that shit would get old after a while. I think Kathleen Manigan might have to go in the third spot, dude, because she is
Kathleen
fucking
hilarious.
Hilarious, dude.
I had no idea you were a fan of Kathleen Madigan.
I love her, man.
Holy shit,
I love her, dude. She is, bro, she is as out there as you can get.
Yeah.
As far as, like, just being level-headed, don't give a fuck comedian. And she's not overly... She doesn't have a try-hard gimmick. Who she is just comes out, I'm a Guinness kind of a broad, and that's it.
Yeah.
Just kind of put it out there. And for the number 1 spot, that's really tough, dude. I have no idea. Because I wrote down so many comics the last time that I did this.
It's got to be one of the greats, dude.
Yeah. I was thinking my immediate thing to do was Carlin, for sure.
Really?
Just because... I would say Pryor, but if we're going to be honest with each other...
I'm not super familiar with his shit, believe it or not. Yeah.
Me neither. I know his one show from they did on Sunset, I think, in 71.
Yeah.
But Carlin, I'm a little more familiar with because I watched You Are All Diseased, Jamming in New York.
Yeah, I watched all his shit.
All that shit
Yep,
I've watched. So I have to put him in there, definitely.
So you got Ralphie May, you got Kathleen Madigan, you got George Carlin.
Yep.
And so he's first place? George Carlin?
Yeah, but just because, you know what, I think he paved the way.
Just the legacy.
Yeah. Because you can't, I think a lot of other comics wouldn't have gotten into comedy if it wasn't for somebody like him.
I know. I hate mine now because they feel so goddamn typical.
But they're not, though, because Chappelle does, Killing Him Softly is one of the best specials.
Killing Him Softly fucking beats Raw to me. That's how fucking good that shit is. I'm sorry, dude.
Yeah.
And I don't think he says faggot even one time.
No.
So that makes him even more appropriate for the fucking time, you know what I mean? Like,
you know what?
I never liked that, believe it or not.
I'm going to just say it.
You know?
I think Raw is overrated. I said it. I feel better.
I don't think it's overrated, but I think it's outdated.
Yeah.
For sure. And I'm telling you right now, I'm not fucking kidding. When I say that thing about faggot, I don't care if somebody says faggot when they're saying it in an innocuous way.
It.
Yeah, no, he actually meant it the way that hateful people mean it.
Yeah.
So even when I was younger, when I first saw it, I was like, I don't fucking like that. And because I have gay people in my family, so that actually really bothered me.
Yeah, me too.
You know?
I do too. The reason why I say I think it's overrated is because everybody always says, "Oh, it's one of the greatest specials ever." Oh, is it? The guy did 2 specials and he's one of the greatest comedians to ever live. There are people with bigger bodies of work, and I'm not trying to shit on Eddie Murphy, but I know him better from being an actor than I know him from being a comedian. If we're just going to be completely transparent.
What, Eddie Murphy?
Yeah. And I'm not even trying... I love Beverly Hills Cop, all that shit, dude. I can go down the fucking list of Eddie Murphy movies that I love. His stand-up... It's not horrible, just not in my personal fucking top, dude.
Yeah, I enjoyed Raw and I enjoyed Delirious, but like, I just, it didn't resonate with me as much just because that was also sort of, I'll give him that he was like the edge of he was at the edge of the comedy back then, but it was still very much situated in 80s comedy where it was like a lot of sort of really obvious setups and really obvious punchlines, whereas today it's a little bit more cerebral and things.
The one thing I will give him is that shit that he said about Bill Cosby. I think it might have been in Raw.
Yep.
The fact that you're going to try to tell me to curse or not curse, fuck you.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give him 100% credit for that. He deserves it.
I enjoyed the special. I'm not going to say I didn't, but like...
There's better ones. There's better ones.
The faggot stuff bothered me, and then the... it was just... It didn't hit as hard. When I was younger, it was a lot funnier to me.
Right. Well, that's also because, like, as you get older, you see... When you can recognize that it is coming from a hateful place, it kind of takes the funny out of it.
And by the way, I'm not a jerk off. Like, I get that was sort of, that wasn't in any way really taboo back then. Like, it was common practice to be really weirded out by gay people.
Doesn't make it okay.
Yeah, no, it doesn't, because there were plenty of people that weren't weirded out by gay people, and there were plenty of gay people that had to feel that hate every day. So that's what I don't fucking like about it. Listen, I'm not some fucking far left winger by any goddamn means. But some shit is just straight up unapologetically hateful, and I'm going to call it out when it is.
Definitely.
And that shit was gross. And he addressed it, by the way. All love to Eddie Murphy. He's already addressed it. I'm not fucking hating on him.
Yeah, and don't go after him.
No, fuck that shit. It's ridiculous. I don't go... Dude, we're talking about, at this point, what was that, 1987? Somewhere around there?
Yeah.
We're talking about a fucking 30-year gap. Like, I'm pretty sure the dude has evolved a little bit.
There's that, and then there's also the fact that... I mean, we know that it wasn't right, but in fairness to people who lived in that time, this is a change in their lives that they were not used to or ready for. Yeah. And when you change anything on anybody, their immediate reaction is going to be to reject it and push it as far away as possible. Yeah. Is that smart or right? It's not. But unfortunately, I think it's a natural human reaction.
Mm-hmm. It is. Fortunately,
we've now gotten to the place where there's a community that has a whole bunch of letters that you guys can all hang out and enjoy. So that make fun of straight people that can't say it or remember it properly.
Play with your little word blocks together.
It's all good.
No, man. We had nothing but love for any sort of marginalized groups, but we are going to talk shit. It's too fun not to.
Yeah, I mean, come on, dude. We talk shit about ourselves and our problems.
We'll never get straight hateful.
We're not going to come after you?
Yeah. I'm never going to be hateful, but definitely going to be playful.
Yeah.
That should be our first shirt. Never hateful, always playful.
Yeah, definitely.
What is that? NHAP. There's our letters. NHAP plus. All right, guys. Without further ado, I think we're gonna call this episode 14 of Laughing at Birds.
Definitely. And
what a good time.
It was.
What a good fucking time.
It really was, dude. We went a lot of places. Yeah. There is no puke noises. For those of you that were worried.
That you know about. I mean, you are going to fall asleep at some point tonight. I can always go on YouTube.
Please don't.
I'm kidding. Dude, oh my God, that was so sincere. Yeah. If you would have said, fuck you, I would have like been like, Instead, you're just like, dude, seriously, like, don't do it though.
Really, it's not again, last words before. This is not a gimmick. This is real shit. He's gonna make fun of me when we leave this room.
That's absolutely not true.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna happen. I just kind of want to have a cigarette and some fresh air on my balls right now.
Well, yeah, that, and not to mention, 2 hours, motherfuckers. What do you want to do?
But
who loves you like we do?
Nobody.
Listen.
Not a single motherfucker. How can we be the men if you're the man? You know what I mean? Come on.
At Laughing Birds is the Twitter account for the podcast. Follow that fucking page.
Follow that page. Go check us out. Please, we're begging you guys. Go rate and review on iTunes. We need people to put some reviews on there.
Especially so that maybe one day we can get some guests on here and talk to some cool people.
We want to start getting guests and everything. The only way we're going to be able to do that is if you guys kind of boost us up. So please, the Mike Bournes of the world, I
was actually going to pull their names up right now before we leave.
The Demoses of the world. The Demoses of the world.
Sandra, Morris, fucking Mike Bourne.
And everybody else that's been supporting us. Please, Greggy, that's right. Go over to iTunes. Even if you don't have an account, please make an Apple ID. Go to iTunes, find Laughing at Birds. Leave a review and rate it. If you guys do that, our ranking's going to go up. We're going to get more views, and we're going to be able to continue this. Hopefully we're looking at a future where one day this thing pays for itself and we're no longer fucking looking at, are we going to be able to afford SoundCloud next month? We want to continue doing this. Norwalk Beats?
Yeah, Norwalk Beats, just for saying awesome fucking video. Maybe you just wanted to plug. If that's what it was, you got one.
Yeah, there you go. Shout out to Norwalk Beats. Go check out his shit too. But check out ours first. Laugh at birds with us, bird watchers.
Seriously. And that should make sure use the hashtag birdwatchers, bro. Let motherfuckers know what time it is.
Hashtag laughing at birds, hashtag birdwatchers, at Laughing Birds on Twitter, and check us out on iTunes. Guys, thank you again so fucking much. This has been episode 14 of Laughing at Birds. We'll see you guys next week.
All right, man.